give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Broke all the cages, no, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. There's a place where you can run free. Time does not exist. Take a chance when the road before us falls under our face. I can't hold on, I can't remain so strong. We have the same old bond, but everything is wrong. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own when I'm alone. My love is gone. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own when I'm alone. My love is gone.
As we head off into the T-sided pistol, Enterprise only have 2 for the A defense. We can see Matt Ace tucks into Sandwich, wants to try to get a little cheeky on this opening pick, but speaking of cheeky, it's Borup with the Desert Eagle on the pistol round, eliminates Blitz, and now you gotta deal with the Sandwich player. Matt East only goes good for 1, and that trade's gonna do nothing beneficial for them, already bursting out into the A site. This bomb is soon to go down. You've still got the Deagle of Borup posted up on CT. And he's spotted 2. How many can he take away? I'm not too sure, but they've crept up close to the site. I believe TMB here's a leave, and there's Borup cheeking away with another deke shot. There's JL coming in too. Nothing but frags for the side of Mad Lions past the opening couple of exchanges. The new recruits actually not going to get their names on the board, but that's okay because he got other people to pick up the reins. I think their roster just hasn't been updated because now that I'm taking another glimpse, yesterday against Avant-Garde, they played with Blitz and, well, not Neo. They didn't have, Miltzy in there, but they did play with Blitz. Well, forced by back from both rosters as Enterprise only really field a couple of pistols and a scout. Very, very slow on this default from Mad Lions, who, again, don't really want to give anything up. I also saw that. He's got the new AK. I like it. Good stuff. And we get a glance at it. I think the observer knows what he's doing. Seems like they're having a good time too. I'm not too sure what's going on here. He's freaking out. I actually don't know the name of that AK. That's funny. Well, A site's wide open right now, and I think Mad Lions are going to soon come to discover that as soon as they decide to lurk out Palace. But I think they're going to be a bit careful with it because that is the bomb, and if JL falls, things are going to get a bit tricky for them to try to find success in. But as soon as TMB comes up connector, it seems like this round won't be up for too much longer. 50 seconds left, and now you've got Mihu trying to make his way up catwalk. Mattis is in the window. He's got a deagle in hand, but he's not looking the right way. I don't think he's aware that Mihu could be up catwalk. No, he's definitely not. That's going to be a free kill for him. New recruit gets his name on the board. Bomb goes down, and Mad Lions pretty much guarantee themselves a second round. I also don't think that Enterprise are just going to go ahead and throw away their guns. You only lost to Deagle. You can pretty much go into the next round with the exact same setup. Not a bad idea. Just the smart play. Keeping your guns is obviously a big deal. Well, 2-0. Score is set in stone. As we get underway into what should be... Well, actually, no. I forgot that was a force buy for some reason. So, I wonder, right? I say we come into this series, we think, well, Mad Lions are probably going to take it 2-0, right? I don't think that's a hidden fact. My question is, when are Enterprise going to be able to get started? Because this is a map pool that, while may not be the most favoring to them, right? I'm sure there's better maps they could have picked. They probably could have been a bit more comfortable when it comes to these. It's not like they're super unfamiliar with this territory. They've played on Mirage before. They've played Overpass and Inferno before. So when are they going to be able to stop the bleeding, right? When are they going to be able to make a little campaign for themselves? Because I still want to see somewhat of a competitive bout. Who knows? Only time will tell us. A lot of damage coming in through that middle player as Miltzy's tagged up. Spotted 2 in ladder. Matty East wants to take down Mihu, but too sharp for it on the Galil. And it looks like they're going to walk away with the first pick once again. I think we still have Mangus in the ladder room here, so this could actually come to catch Mihu by surprise, or maybe not. Somehow he expects both of them there, and it looks like some Die Young adds up to the kill count. 2v5 as the scout continues to put in some tags from CT. Look at all the damage it's done. Almost 300. Now he's going to start to find some kills off it, too. It's essentially turned into an AWP, and I think he knows that. That could have been a big opportunity for him. Couple of whiffs now, and it looks like he'll be put to an end. That really could have gotten out of hand. He had 2 chances to find kills there. It would have been put down to a 2-on-2. But now it leaves it all up to the Deagle of Aleve, and I've seen this kid be a superstar before. Maybe he can walk away with a couple of frags before all is said and done, but as he misses a couple of Deag shots, see Gambit's given up, and it looks like Mihu's got it for the flank and Cat, so shouldn't be too much left of this round, and there won't be. Getting 3 kills for himself. Mad Lions take a quick 3-0 start. So as I said, a good start. But it needs to be more than that. Here's what the first rifle round is going to come to show us, because that's what the magic of it is. And I'm surprised to see an AWP brought out this early too, right? Usually, with how these games go, it takes a minute to see the CT side field an AWP, but not for Miltzy. Goes without a kit, without head armor, and without a whole hell of a lot of utility. Try to get this one out on the board. Flash comes in, but it's a bit unfortunately timed. As TMB going to be falling first to Blitz M4, looking for more as he sits close at the A ramp. A couple of players for him, but he can't find the kills. They know there's a man towards take it, but can they take down Matty East? He's the real problem for them, and Borup makes it look like it's easy. And from Palace, the A-site defense is so far crumbled, but they still need more. Mangus' nade connects for an equalizing pick, and he's doubled down through the smoke with the M4. Needs a third, and he's got it. No, to leave to steal it away, but still, a 1v3 tends to be the case as Miltsy jumps up on top of Ticket to end the bleeding. Finally, Enterprise are going to get on the board of the fourth. Well, that was a bonus for the side of Mad Lions. I believe in the past 2 rounds, they didn't really take any casualties. Even when you had that scout tagging in a couple of players from Ticket, it was only really 1 kill. So past that, they already had plenty of cash established for themselves. Now, we're going to get into a buy for them. As the AWP's brought right back out on the likes of JL. Everybody else has the AKs behind it. Flash to get Miyu into middle. Miltsy sitting on the other side of this smoke. If Miyu decides to go up catwalk, it'd be the biggest mistake of this round. And as he continues to creep forward, it looks like he's forfeited the angle. Mad Lions now will full control of middle. I think you can see Miltsy on the elevated angle in window trying to spot for the underpass player. TMB could very well give a peek over to him, but no, he just drops the smoke and oh, wow. It's actually kind of sick. I like that. Obviously, it's easy to throw a window smoke from there. I'm not saying that it's difficult to, but it was just a cool little lineup. Well, now Miyu spotted on catwalk, but they trade positions. In fact, that's going to be very beneficial for the likes of Mad Lions, who I think want to try to commit in towards B here, or just even cut off rotations would be fine, but plenty of time to do whatever they do so desire, and there's only 2 players on the A defense right now. That is where they're going to contest. I believe every round for Mad Lions so far has been an A hit, and that's going to continue to be the case as Matty East and Blitz both tuck their way into connector. I don't know if they're going to go for a full util exec out A. Maybe just try to lurk out, see if you can find a couple of picks, play from there, and if you see an AWPer in CT or something, you just smoke it off. On the run, you can do that. Smoke into Palace, but considering all the Mad Lions players are coming out through ramp, it's not going to be doing them any due diligence. Blitz has just picked off one at the... Oh, wait, whoa, hold on a second. They've completely forfeited A, but in the 2-on-5, it doesn't seem like it's going to have mattered. The bomb's going to go down. And even though TMB has got his back, it doesn't matter. Trades through. It's up to JL in a 1-on-5 to get anything done. And Matty East has caught him in the open, coming in from the CT, rotating. Well, that's the money from Mad Lions now gone. So, Enterprise have a really big leeway to try to tie this game up. Well, I guess they could buy, but if you're Mad Lions, I definitely think you like half buy here. Stay around 2K. Work from there. But the odds still ever so much in the favor of Mad Lions on their map pick. And I think this kind of is going to be a good map to dictate who takes this series. Because between these 2 teams, I really don't see a third map. I see it 2-0 one way or the other, right? And if Enterprise can put up a good fight and a good showing here and end up taking the map, I kind of fancy their chances on Overpass. Same with vice versa. Because they've got all the pieces to the puzzle, right? Everybody here knows what they're doing. They've been in the scene for years. Played the game at a high level for years. It's nothing new. Well, yeah, it's the half buy that I had predicted. But the way to make these pistols effective is to just group them up like a tornado of little bullets. That's really the way to do it. And they are grouping up with a couple of players at both sides of the coin right now, but whoa, okay, that is some incredible timing. There are 4 players in middle, and Matty East won't catch a single one of them. That's nuts. Now TMB looks to make his way up connector. They have some safe ground here. Flash comes through, but Mangus won't peek off of it. TMB is just going to try to contact up through the smoke, and nobody's looking his direction right now. Matty East even has a smoke pulled out for Palace, and if BU gets close, things can get a bit dicey, but no, everybody's got their angles covered. As Matty East hears the footsteps, he pulls his gun back out, and they all find perfectly squeaky clean frags. Enterprise tie it back up like that lead means nothing, as Mad Lions are now left all to be desired. Everything they could ask for, though, in the likes of the AK-47s and utility. But Is that going to be enough to get them back into these rounds? I really love this underpass setup that they've got going on. And Leave and Matty East both here. Leave playing anti-flash, but it won't matter. Something Young is going to swing in unknowing that there's 2 players here, and it's going to give him an easy opening couple of kills. 5-on-3, and Mad Lions are sent packing in this round. The bomb currently on the back of Miyu, who wanted to try to catch off Matty East coming back up through underpass, but little does he know he's already vacated the area. Well, Borup's at least lightened the workload as he takes out the head of Blitz, but you're still going to need a bit more heroism from some of your players, and that's not going to be delivered by Miyu here. You still got this abs post up from Matty East, and it's such an awkward angle to clear, right? So many spots you've got to look coming into kitchen. He could be on your left, could be on your right. It's just such a strong angle to hold as a CT. And I love that Matty East even comes back to change up the angle, but it doesn't matter. He's not going to be spotted. JL falls to Miltzy's AWP as the bomb's dropped in the apartments. Borup, I don't even know if he has interest in giving this one a go. Keep your AK, my friend. No point in throwing it away. But what a start from Enterprise, man. I mean, look, you come into this game and you think Mad Lions, just by their namesake, probably have this one. I was on that boat too. But Enterprise are really making it worth their while. 4 rounds already in the blink of an eye, and it's only going to keep going up from there. Mad Lions, again, another round without a bomb plant means they're not going to be able to buy. And to Leave, well, he only has to hit 1 bullet to take out Borup. He's not going to be the one to do it. It's going to be Matty East coming in from the flank. Enterprise, don't let him save a sliver in that one. And wow, this is a change of pace here. We're going to need to see Mad Lions strap in their extra 5 mice if they want to win this round with Tech 9s. I mean, that's the magic touch right there. It's just the extra 5 mice. They use code winner 10 to check out. They call a timeout. They plug it in. And then they just become eco gods. Well, this is a somewhat new roster, so maybe we're expecting these mistakes, but it's very disjointed from the likes of Mad Lions, I feel. They're giving up picks across the map in most of these gun rounds, and by the time they actually want to commit to a site take, it's just too weakened up. Not enough utility, not enough to go around with it. Some Young and Borup have both doubled up in the apartments behind this smoke. Leave is ready and waiting with his A1S, but it looks like he'll back up a little more towards Porch to try to take a more defensive angle. He drops in another smoke. Borup and Some Young. Are they going to end up going through this one? I think they might, but Matty East is just taking down 2 in middle. There's the flash. There's the kill, and Borup, he's certainly strapped in his extra 5 mouse as he might be able to double down here. Almost catches the catwalk player. In fact, he will. Back to the 3-on-3, and the bomb's about to go down. A Glock, a Tech 9, and an M4. There is an elephant in the room right now, and Enterprise have to try to address it. Borup's gotten a 3rd. It seems like you only need 1 player to win this eco. A flash goes in, and thankfully Blitz equalizes. That's the biggest problem for them. And now you got to go through JL, who spams them both down. The eco round comes out victorious, and Mad Lions tie it back up. Again, you only need 2 players to swing it back into the Mad Lions wheelhouse, and they call a timeout after that one. Definitely smiles across their faces. That definitely should not have been their round. Massive play from Borup there, too. I absolutely adore that. I mean, sure, it's a lucky headshot onto a lead. You can't really replicate that success, but everything past that was nothing short of beautiful. Picks up the M4, takes an aggressive angle and bench, isolates the 1v1s, and just continues to give his team chances in that round. Now 8-5 as he sits close to the top of the server, only being rivaled by Matties. Wait, that's a different Matties, I've just realized. Oopsies. I actually think he was an Enterprise player, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm thinking Attis. Who's in here? Ah, I see. TMB. Allowed entryway out middle. He's already in top mid boxes. Are they going to be wary of him? I'm not too sure. The flash at least ensures that he's not going to go for the peak just yet. Another nade goes up, and he only falls to 37. Miltzy, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. If only Exner was watching this one. 007. We've got Agent TMB in the server. We've got the team of Enterprise looking to shut out this rifle round as everybody's starting to combine in for kills right now. Borup The man who was the hero in the previous for the Lions, he's left in a 1-on-5. I said the success wasn't replicable. Well, I guess I was right. So he now needs to make his campaign over towards the A ramp. Enterprise have everything under lock and key, and they've even got a flank coming through from Aleve and Metis. Or going on the elevated angle. Blitz going to come walking through. This could be a kill given up, but I think the CT spot the toes here first, and they should be able to... No, he's going to get caught on the timing. That's unfortunate, but that should be an AK to be retrieved from Blitz if he moves properly. Yeah, there it is. So Enterprise not only walk away with a rifle round win, but they take the lead right back, and they get themselves some pretty snazzy rifles because of it. Going against an eco, it's another opportunity for Enterprise to continue this lead. If you're a Mad Lions fan, then it hurts to see Ancient TMB, because it's definitely not a welcoming prospect, and I think even he's a bit upset with that. You can see a couple of 4-spot AK-47s. He's one of them. Well, the man himself going to be leading the fray into connector, and Nade's going to go in middle, but yeah, a bit too high. Mangus won't be connected for any damage on that one. I do like the off angle. I do. But I don't know how well that's going to pan out for them, as Aleve now doubles in an extra HE coming in from Catwalk. Still doesn't do any damage, and it just gives a lot of info over the likes of Enterprise. You now look to do a damage-inducing grenade. In fact, that one almost gets 100 off of the board. 20 short of it in Mad Lions, but they have mid-control. It just doesn't seem like they can get anywhere other than that. Enterprise, really good utility usage. They've kept them out of connector, and even if they try to go in, you've got Mangus who can jiggle up. They've already killed a minute of their time. A flash goes in the middle, and Mattis won't actually commit to the peak. That could have been a big punish for them, but look at this. You still got Mihu on the elevated angle. Mattis looks the wrong way, and Mihu will be the equalizer. They can cut off rotations because they know the rabbit hole thing isn't popped, so wherever they decide to go, it'll be a week in sight, and the rotations will be $1 short and a day late. Now Mangus has to regroup with his boys up Catwalk. JL looking to come in from the flank, but Aleve's got another one from Market. And even though they've brought some kills back, I'm not too sure if it's going to be enough. That'll be, though. JL takes 2 down, but he goes down to 3 himself. As now they have to await the flank of Blitz. The Molotov will deny this plant from coming through. 1 tag, and he falls. And it's bought so much time for this flank of Blitz. This bomb should not be allowed to go down. In fact, I believe as soon as they plant it, he'll be hucking a nade on the site. No, he won't. Blitz, is he going to clear this cat right corner? He's not. And it leaves it up to the op and Miltsy. Another eco round and another potential victory from the likes of the Mad Lions. They know one's on site, one's at get right, but how is Miltsy going to separate these 1v1s just like that? But they swing in and he doesn't hit the shot. I guess you could say a swing and a miss. Mad Lions continue to keep this game neck and neck. And why is it the eco rounds that all this stuff happens, right? I mean, look, I understand strapping in the extra fly mice, but damn, I guess they didn't take them out. Well, now, with the rifles back in their hands, they need to use these to take the round. You can't keep letting them win the rifles and then take the eco back. But there is something good that can come of this, right? If Mad Lions do convert this rifle, which they're already on good starts to try to do, then they can take a pretty commanding lead after this one, considering the money's not going to be looking that great. JL falls down to 1 HP, and TMB finally hits the scoreboard, but Mangus isn't ready to give it up just yet. A quick 2K comes back from the Catwalk player himself, and they know Miltsy's an underpass. They know they've got a player trapped in no man's land, but they can't do anything about it. So now they have to sit tight with this man disadvantage, which they hope Borup will bring them back out of. But committing into the A site seems to be their intent, to try to crawl their way back into this round. There's 2 A defenders as of current. Miltsy's going to be one of them on this AWP. I think they've just thrown in a smoke towards connector. Yeah, they have. So again, rotations to be cut off. That smoke and under balcony is going to give him a little bit of an indicator of somebody being here. Oh no, he's not going to be cleared though. Blitz repositions, finds one and a headshot on top of it. Sumdai Young's got the trade, but it's all he's got as it's left to Borup. 1-on-3, peeking in CT spawn. Miltsy finds the final frag, and Enterprise again win the rifle, and this is so crazy. Mad Lions will lose the rifle, come back and take an eco round, then just rinse and repeat. And we're going to start to see these Pinnacle betting odds even out a little bit as they realize, hold on a second, Enterprise have a shot here. And it almost seems like it's the Force Buy Wars continuing from like round 2. You know, where the team wins the pistol, drops the Force Buy, and then it's just force from each team whenever they lose it. That seems like it's what's happening. Well, if history is doomed to repeat itself, then Enterprise would drop this round right here and we'd be all tied up. But something rings me the opposite direction, telling me that I'm pretty sure Enterprise are going to take this one. And by this one, I don't necessarily mean the map. I mean, you know, this round. Well, I do want to say it's been a lackluster mid-hold from Enterprise for the most part. Right in the previous round, that's pretty much the only time we ever saw them put a lot of contention on that mid position and actually try to force some fights. But it seems like they're just giving them free reign on that part of the map. They want to try to get into this A site, but Miltsy says absolutely not on the AWP. He's already doubled down, maybe even looking for a third. TMB almost finds it, but it looks like Matty's has his back. JL's good for one, but that's all he's good for as we have Enterprise now up 7-5. And now we have to see them take a, I don't want to say full eco, because it kind of is and isn't, right? You've got everybody on Deagles, and that is the signs of an eco. But you could have seen them invest like an SMG or two, honestly. It really wouldn't have surprised me, but this is pretty much just going to be a free 8th given over the likes of Enterprise. I mean, barring we don't see some Deagle excellence, which we've gotten a little taste of in the likes of JL's Deagle. I think even TMB got one on one of the ecos. Borup's gotten some stuff done on the Tech 9, so it's not like that's an impossibility. But they've already taken a big blow in the likes of TMB. That was a big blow because not necessarily the weapon, but he had the most aggressive stance in window. He was going to be able to cut off those rotations, but now it just looks like the CT side is reining in all of these kills. Blitz will finally fall, meaning Sumdai Young's got the only pistol kill as Miltsy denies anything further for an Enterprise guaranteed half. Well, now we're going to see the rifles reinvested from the side of Mad Lions, who still need to get some consistent success. The AWP could be what they need to deliver it. But I was going to say, I mean, Mad Lions haven't really tested this B site more than like once or twice, and when they did, it worked. So I was surprised to see them just completely neglect that opportunity, or at least that avenue of approach, as now Mangus is completely blinded up. The only site player in Van drops a smoke on the molly they've thrown in, and he's going to drop the bomb right behind it, trying to stay alive, buying time for rotations as he tucks in. They don't know that Sumdai Young's already crept up. Catwalk trade, it's there. Blitz has got it, and now it's a 1-on-4 for Mihu on Get Right. I don't think they know he's here, but Blitz turns around to spot him. And Enterprise keep the lead going 9-5, now 4 in concurrent as the Mad Lions don't have an answer. Well, this new little lineup that the Mad Lions have is not looking too good. I mean, remember, They're playing with a stand-in today. Like, this is... Maybe Miltsy isn't going to be a stand-in for much longer. Maybe they're doing a bit of a tryout here, a trial period for him. But he's looking good. Might be the homecoming period, but hey, they'll take this, man. It's a quick 5-on-4 again, as they've already taken down Mihu. He's been a bit quiet today, I gotta say. JL, though, quite the contrary, as he picks up another kill for himself. Matty tucks into CT, or rather, that's Miltsy. And I think they want to open up this A site. That seems to be the intention for the likes of Mad Lions, but with every extra second they take, is every extra second that Eliv is going to single-handedly shut down this round. Surprised he didn't end up going into middle. That would have taken down the bomb carrier, but coming in on this ram flank is still a bit impactful, as JL is about to be spotted coming into Sandwich. Actually, hold on a second. This is big. Never mind. No, it's not. Eliv will end up locking in that kill. And now as they come up connector, left all to be desired. Some Young caught in window. Bombs next up on the chopping block. TMB in a 1-on-4. And they hear him sprinting up catwalk to the B site on the wrong side of the map to contend. And it looks like Enterprise double the score of Mad Lions, their home turf. Couldn't look more foreign. Well, this is a big round for both teams. Enterprise could literally sweep this map away with this pistol. That's crazy to think. I don't think anybody expected a score like this. I mean, look, TMB goes 1-13 in the first half. That's unacceptable for Mad Lions, who are trying to make them a name for themselves once more. And now without some of their star players, they bring in Mihu, they bring in some Young to add to the firepower, which I kind of like. I liked seeing Mihu on EG. It seemed like he was the only one who was ever able to put up numbers. Some Young, he was doing really good on Team Spirit. Now you bring him here, and it just doesn't seem like there's an answer. We have a tech pause coming through. And you know me, I always like getting a bit investigative, seeing if I can't figure out why we have it. Though I'm not necessarily given any updates, sadly, so we'll be left in the dark for a second. But, you know, this is completely stunning, considering the Mad Lions we come into this game expecting to see. Everybody's pretty much guaranteed it to be a 2-0. Like, simply said as that. It comes in, you'll think it's going to be a one-sided showing. Enterprise, yeah, they're not a bad team, but they have a tryout in the likes of Blitz. They have a stand-in in Miltsy. So it's like, what do you do here? But Miltsy just looks too comfortable for me to think that he's just a stand-in, you know? My only concern comes with the fact that Neo is like one of the newest pickups for the side of Enterprise. Did it really not work out that quickly? That'd be kind of funny. Well, we're going to get into the pistol after long last. Tech issues resolved as we head to it. First of the second half, and it might be the biggest of the entire game. Well, couple of players on balcony, and some Young, and I believe Mihu establishing themselves as a little bit of a crossfire, just trying to take presence, though, in towards this B site. They've already dumped one of them all off. Look at how close Miu's going to get. If he doesn't spot the shoulder of Mangus, this round can turn to utter chaos, but he will. Foot extends out, and Mihu opens things up well, but now they're going to converge into this A site where it's a bit weakened up, but Borup makes it look like it's not as he picks up the opening kill. Matty's looking the wrong way. JL have easily had another kill in on that rotation flank, but now as they're stuck in CT, they've got to make their move. They could easily get into one of these sites, but it looks like Aliv's going to be left in a 1-on-4. Just getting the bomb down would be pretty massive, but I don't think it'll be allowed. Some Young doubles down, doubles back, and Mad Lions, they strike first in the second half. Well, Enterprise, I guess I'm not going to say backs against the wall. They don't get the bomb plant, but even if they did, I don't think they'd be buying up here. You just take this one, call it a save. At this stage of the game, there's not really a reason to just force your hand and try to make something work. You don't need to. You have rounds to play with. So you can let Mad Lions just overwhelm you on this one. It's just, you don't want the MP9s to be the ones getting the kills, right? You want to see if you can take those long-range duels, so it's the rifles getting them. You don't let the MP9s farm up cash. Well, some Young, he's got a pin pulled over towards bench, so it does look like we're going to see the M4 getting most of the work done on Catwalk, at least depending on the angle he decided to come out at. And there's Mihu. How many can he find? Well, we may never know. Mihu, he's going to be the only B-site defender, as apparently some Young and his MP9 were taken down. They get the bomb down, which is more than they were able to wield in the pistol round, but seems like that's about it. JL at long range will at least get $600 from one of the SMG frags, but Mad Lions only lose one player. But now as the men are separated from the boys, Enterprise lucky to punch in the digits in that round, but they get themselves a really good buy because of it. And Miltsy, well, he's going to forego the AWP in this one. He could have afforded it. He definitely could have. But I wonder if we're going to even see Enterprise consider bringing out the AWP on this T side. Now, I will say, a caveat right now is the fact that if Mad Lions go on to... Oh, okay. I like this. Got a little bit of a stat line showing. 4 out of 5 times have converted a first kill into the round. Okay. That's pretty good. I like those rates. Could be better, obviously. Could have a fine, but they take what they can get. They can. Well, the one caveat, as I was saying, is the fact that Mad Lions are on their CT side here, and even if they close it out and it's a close game, they get to warm up on this defense. They go into overpass, a more CT-sided map, starting on that defense. That's the biggest question in the back of my mind, because Enterprise, they can, I guess it's the same sort of thing. If they close this game out on the T side, you go to overpass, you get the gist. I think you understand it, but seems akin to what we saw from the Mad Lions offense. If Enterprise taking control of middle, JL dinked up in ladder. It's pretty much equal damage, as I'm pretty sure he hit a shot through the wall, but wasn't good enough to lock in the kill, as he's now forced away. The Molotov pushes him back on Catwalk. Kenny has stick around the scope. I like it. I like it. But now they're going to converge into this B site where 3ML players sit ready and waiting. JL going to be taking first contact behind the smoke, but Miltsy's already struck for one with the AK-47. Everybody else starting to chip in with kills. TMB is going to need more. He went quiet in the first half, and Nade'll bounce towards the back of the site. He falls to 2 HP, and it looks like he'll be falling here shortly, or maybe not. Miltsy, he only gets the one, but Mihu on the rotation finishes him off. The op retrieved, and Enterprise gets shut down at the seams. Maybe this is what they were waiting for. Mad Lions was a very, very scary showing from the offense, but I guess the CT side is where we wanted to see him. Well, again, I will say, maybe I should have expected something like this, because if I'm not mistaken, oh, never mind. Well, they had Mirage in the wheelhouse against Ungentium yesterday. When they played Inferno against Ungentium, the CT side was 14-1. 14-1. Bit crazy. Both of these teams apparently are really good at converting first kills into round wins. And it seems like it goes without saying that, I mean, that's a big thing to convert, but you never really can control the pace of the game, right? It's not like it's you just saying what's going to happen. If that makes any sense. I know it seems like it's a bit out of the world for they're 2 different points, but I mean, it's still difficult to convert 5-on-4s. It's not like getting that opening kill means the round is done. So it's actually really surprising to see both of them wield such a good success rate with those 5v4s. Very impressive, but, well, Enterprise, if they're looking to keep that statistic up, this would be another round that goes into a conversion for them. But TMB says not just yet as Mangus gets taken down in window. Mihu up catwalk could find a little extra success for his problems as two of them come sprinting out through A. Borup stuck between a rock and a hard place on the stairwell, but now he's got his assistance from catwalk, and as he dances around the stairs, it looks like Mad Lions get their 9th, now only down by 1. Well, flashes above middle. I believe we do have somebody completely blinded up there. Yeah, Mangus. He was getting ready to take some aggression, but decides to call it off after the flashes pop into his face. And now it's just going to be an all-out brawl on the A side. Enterprise 2 in Palace, 2 in Ram. Fairly basic, fairly default. But in they all come sprinting. JL's rotated through on the EWP. I think he's caught an angle, but no. Blitz the man to find the opener. The trade is in, but it's not going to be enough just yet. Mangus will equalize onto Miyu in middle, meaning they walk away with a nice little man advantage. Aleve with the bomb on his back has to get the digits punched in. And Sum Young's the only man who can deny from catwalk. Tries to pepper in a spam. No. Just walks up, and it looks like Mad Lions are finally going to be struck down on the CT side. The Molly forces them at bay, and Mangus maybe a bit caught off guard in middle. No, he's got his gun out every second of the way. So Sum Young won't even be able to take him down. In CT goes Aleve, and Borup's lucky to walk away with the kill. I don't know if he'll get anything more. But now they run for the hills as Enterprise finally lock themselves into a T-sided round. And maybe this is going to be the start to something, because we see Mad Lions, they've only really got one buy left in the tank. If they can repeat this success, Enterprise would be able to start to sweep away with this one. Well, they're going to hold on to these weapons, and that is a big benefactor to them. Losing them would mean any funds that they had extra built up would just instantly be depleted. Well, I'm still surprised to see these Pinnacle odds not shifting at all. I mean, Enterprise, I feel like they've definitely shown that they are a force to be reckoned with here, and it's not going to be a pushover. Maybe that'll change soon, but it still all falls onto what happens here in the investment. JL's going close with the AWP, but they've got an inkling to not peek him. No. Smoke's going to expire in Palace Blitz. Could be the man to open up this round. Borup's got a cheeky little off angle towards Tetris. Was the top of his head spotted? No. But I don't know if I can say the same for Blitz. Borup, it seems like he knows somebody's in Palace, and he will. Double back down for the kill. Miltzy's got the trade. Now coming in from the A ramp. This kill needs to be found. If Enterprise want a chance, and that's exactly what they've just given themselves. Aleve starts to open up this A site. Miltzy posted up on the Palace push. JL gives it in, and Mad Lions might be tossing away this rifle round. Sum Young and Mihu to try and collapse in on this A defense. And at least good for them, as Enterprise still don't look to turn for the hills and go to the opposite side of the map. They're on the correct side. But now Sum Young looks to split up from the pack. Mihu's developed himself into the A ramp. He's at a really good plant position, or other position, just to deny this bomb plant or to get a kill or two, buy some time. Allow Sum Young to have an impact as well. But that's not going to shy Enterprise away from taking their sweet time getting into this bomb site. They have the expectation of somebody in the A ramp, so it doesn't look like Miyu's actually going to have that much of an impact. In fact, planting for connector as well, so it's a bit of a late swing from Miyu. The flash blinds him his face, and I think Mad Lions know they kind of have to give this one a go in. It's not the most unwinnable of retakes, but it is now. As Miyu falls, it leaves it all up to one of the new recruits in Sum Young, who's been one of the quiet names on this server for the Mad Lions. And, well, as everybody swings out off of his initial contact, Miltzy will walk away with 3. The AWP is so good on this man. And Enterprise, well, very, very close to what could be the finish of Mirage. This should be a 13th, and only like 1 or 2 more rifle rounds before Mad Lions are swung out over to Overpass. A Deagle and a P250. Other than that, it's just the default USPs for Mad Lions, who look to maybe put up a number or two. I mean, you can't expect a round win at this point. You just want to see if he can find a couple of frags. Maybe Bora picks up a Deagle headshot, grabs a gun, tries to work from there. We saw it in one of the rounds, right? Where they go out quickly towards B. This was on the T side. He gets the first kill on a Tech 9, picks up an M4, mows down 2 of them. We've seen it before. Highly unlikely to happen again, though. But I will say, with the bomb in the apartments, I'm worried that Enterprise may come walking into the stack. And that's the only way that Mad Lions can convert around like this. Now boosted up on Catwalk. TMB struck in first blood, and Miltsy, he's leveled out. They know there's at least 2 up towards Cat. And hold on a second, because Miyu hasn't been cleared here. Miltsy's going to give up another pick. No. He holds the line, thankfully, for the likes of Enterprise, as they know it's a B-stack. Matties and Miltsy both combined for extra kills, and now it's up to Borup and some Die Young. Borup not cleared, but he misses his only opportunity, and it looks like it gets a bit chaotic there for a second, but Enterprise stabilized themselves for the 13th. And this rifle round means everything to Mad Lions. It's pretty much your only thing stopping you from falling to overpass, at least Enterprise map, down 0-1. And this is supposed to be Mad Lions' comfortable map. They're supposed to be happy with this. They're supposed to feel good here. Where did that go? Well, they take mid control. TMB gonna spot out nothing, but if he goes too far, then it looks like he might be overwhelmed by the side of Enterprise, who were all sitting back waiting for this mid push. Well, now they finally give it up, but I don't think they're going to be too confident in just letting everybody fall back towards these sites. You've got Miyu and Borup both posted up on the angles, at least the choke points. Now Matties, you could see he wants to swing in. He'd be the first man to do it if they do decide to take in mid. Molly and under, but here they all come out towards top. Miyu lucky to get away with his life. 23 HP is the difference. And now as 2 of them are spotted towards the top of connector slash the A site, they, well, at least feel themselves some good control on this map. Borup's going to be forced out of connector via a Molotov. The health is dead even between both of these teams, but you still have a full man up if you're Enterprise right now, or rather if you're Mad Lions. Miyu could give away the equalizing pick. Matties has a thought that somebody's here. It comes down to timing 30 seconds, and they have to make their onslaught into one of these bomb sites. Now, a big thing right now is just in the fact that Matties is in window, right? If they isolate these B players, take them down, even 3 for 2 in the favor of Mad Lions, then you've still got to worry about this cutoff rotation from Matties. As he leaves shut down on Catwalk, that's the bomb going down. Miltsy needs to double up, and he will. Both of them fall. Matties has got another. The rotation's cut off. Mad Lions in the 2-on-3, still looking to go in for it. Borup's gotten 1, but you know there's a man in CT and the likes of TMB. There he falls. And Borup knows 1v1s are isolated right now, but now as Matties crosses back into connector, rather into market, things get ever so much more difficult for him. The A1S has already been able to make its way up Catwalk. They line up for him, but they trade it out, and Enterprise find 14 first. Mad Lions back to the drawing board. The rifles don't work out, and it looks like they may have found map point. And I guess that is the saying, slow and steady does win the race. Pinnacle still, some reason, not favoring the likes of an Enterprise. I'm definitely changing my mind on this one. I said this was going to be a 2-0. I'll stick by that, but it ain't going to be for Mad Lions anymore if they keep playing like this. Enterprise, they want to calm themselves down. They understand that this is a big round to win, but or rather the last one was. But it doesn't mean the game's just done and dusted just yet. Even though you're favored here, even though it's likely that you take this round, they're not going to give it to you for free. Certainly not. You have to earn it. You have to fight for it. Four smokes, 1 flash. That's all Mad Lions wield when it comes to the utility, but it looks like Enterprise are just going to line up for a basic A execute. And I actually don't think they've done something like this yet. Usually, they work picks and then go into one of these sites. But now, they go straight out into A. No reason not to, and they know where both of the defenders are now with TMB raining off shots on stairs. They know that smoke had to come from the close player, but as the smokes bloom in from the likes of Enterprise, they aren't going to be able to use them. Going through a smoke here is far too risky for Enterprise to toy with, and even another one's going to get bounced in. This is why you got to worry about these smokes. This is why I'm saying Mad Lions aren't just going to give it to you for free. They're still going to work tooth and nail for it. But you can see they're pulling an extra rotation back towards BJL, assuming that they're transitioning their site takes. For the time being, it looked like he was wrong, but he could just be a prophet depending on what Enterprise decided to do less than a minute ago. And the bomb now looking to make its move away from the A ramp. Believe he's the man to keep your eye on. But maybe he's just holding for a Palace flank, as now they want to go in through middle. You can see swings preparing to come in from every single direction. The only man on A right now is the likes of Borup, tucked into Firebox. If they hold his Palace, then he's going to be a nuisance to deal with or get rid of. They take their sweet time, and TMB does with the Deagle as he finds one and a little bit of damage onto the Catwalk player. Wielding the 5-on-4, Borup still is yet to be cleared. JL about to swing in from triple. Everybody's looking in every direction. Can't consistently find these kills. Again, they still have yet to deal with Borup. Bomb not going to be planted. He misses his opportunity, and Mangus and Leave combine. It's 1v4. Sunday Young gonna fall, or no, he won't. With the 5-7, we'll find one of his first frags in quite some time. But on the AK-47, this one still seems to be a far shot from reality. Enterprise will lock in the eco round victory, or rather the anti-eco. Now only one round stands between them and sending themselves to their map pick with the 1-0 lead. And it looks like they've been able to crack the code. For a second, too, it looked like Mad Lions were going to be able to get something going. I mean, we come into this half, it's 10-5. They win the first 4 rounds. They only have 1 round lead. Enterprise pick up where they left off and haven't dropped a round since. I think that's 5 in a row. Wouldn't be surprised if they ended off with 6, but it's going to be one of the best buys we've seen yet from the Mad Lions defense in 2 AWPs and 3 rifles. Util round the board, but without a single man wielding a kit, they're just going to have to hope the initial sight hold goes their way. Without it, well, you're SOL. Well, they're going for a fast boost into apps. Are they ready for this? No, they're not. And Aliev's going to get caught by surprise. They know Young is not the primary opper. They know that's a secondary AWP. But they're still going to fray straight in. A 1-for-1 trade, honestly, I'd take that if I were Enterprise. You go straight into V knowing there's only one player left here, and me you can't hold. It'll be up to the rotations. The bomb site's been lost. Or rather, has it. TMB's doubled up, and now it's up to Blitz. 1v3, the stand-in, rather, the tryout. I guess I was wrong when it comes to the numbers, but 1v2 still not the most unwinnable. It's an AWP of JL, and TMB already a bit tagged down. And he's going to try to play around with this timing. Could isolate 1v1s. It all depends on how he goes about this frag on TMB. He spotted him and get right. He needs to pick up this kill. Fakes the drop. Gets him down, and now it's a 1v1. Taps it up. He spots out JL. Blitz has a 1v2 clutch to close it out. 16-9. Enterprise steal it away from Mad Lions. Go to their home turf. Up 1-0. Overpass. A big map to see how it goes out.
hype when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. All in when I show up. Whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate.
I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to be. I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you, yeah. I can show you, yeah.
Mad Lions not on the right side of the map to try to contend against this, but now not hearing anything else. Miyu and JL look to get a bit investigative. Release their inner agents as they figure out what is going on from Enterprise. Looking the wrong way. Miyu will finally pick up a frag. And now it looks like Miltsy just wants to excel up towards this A site. Here's two of them running back from long, and he's got teammates behind him to try to take care of him. Flash pumps in, but they don't actually abuse it for a kill. Finally start to rain some damage back in, and Maddie's alongside them pick up another. Eleve with the P250, the raid boss sits close as Maddie's now again looking for a 2K. We're into a 3-on-3. Eleve's got to get this bomb down, which he finally will. He'll be trapped on this bomb site. He's going to have to fight his way out. Sumdai Young is very low. This P250 is yet to strike a kill. Looking for a couple of headshots. Finally locks one in. And it's up to TMB. 1v3. He has no armor, so aim punch is a factor. He has to play the headshot angles. He's got the kit, but he doesn't have the time to play with here in a moment. They are not giving him anything. Finally dances around Dice to get the first frag. Taps onto that bomb. Needs somebody to peek out, but he's not on it. Even taps away on the USP once more. Now Mangus is going to swing through. There's just no time to get this one done, man. Enterprise have played it so well. Well, tech pause quickly called. We saw this from Mad Lions. I'm not too sure if it's Mad Lions calling it tech pause again. I do remember that we saw one from them in the first half. No, it's Enterprise. But I do hear typing, so it's probably not going to be up for very long, I'd assume. But this is still crazy to think that Mad Lions, the team we come into saying, yeah, this is probably going to free 2-0 for them. Shouldn't be too long, should be quick. Now are facing the brink of being 1-1. It's so surprising. And I like this. We get a little bit of a series comparison. I guess some interesting stats there. 10-fold more kills from Enterprise. But considering as many rounds as they had on them, like, Enterprise won Mirage by 7 rounds. So to see that like the kills are that close, think about it this way, right? 5 times 4 is 20. The difference between these two teams is 20. That means there's 3 rounds where just no kills were found. Or at least 3 rounds worth of kills that weren't found. If that makes any sense. Look at me. Me and a little mathematician. Well, no, it was 98. So, no, that still fits the bill a bit more. But still, like a round and a half worth of kills that didn't happen. But I wonder what these tech issues are. Eleve's having some ping troubles. So, hopefully that gets resolved. Don't want to have to throw it to a break. I don't think we will. He'll probably just be able to reconnect and be chilling. Or just restart his internet. But if I'm not mistaken, I feel like we saw him a bit laggy over on Mirage, right? We saw a couple of players lagging a little bit. Even towards the end, I thought I saw some... Yeah, okay. It's not Eleve's ping. It's Maddie's. Maddie's is having some internet issues. He's going to restart his router. So it'll be a second, right? But shouldn't take that long. Shouldn't. Well, in the meantime, we could talk about how Enterprise have looked in this game so far because it's been pretty stellar, right?
Freedom, I never had the chance to run. Leave behind the said and done. Figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can't ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond the shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger. you keep it to yourself for once. Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now, and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me. Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took 'em all.
Beforehand, it wasn't a great map for them, so it's not like the core has something to try to turn the tides over for themselves. What is Sum Young doing? Is he just trying to jump spot? Oh, okay. I kind of like that. If that's just a jump spot, I actually really like that, because you're never going to pre-fire that. The only reason they do it is because if somebody's holding from the sewer tunnel and you like jump spot at the wood, it's not too uncommon to see somebody one tap there and just get a free kill, because it's a really easy pre-fire, or rather pre-aim angle. So I like the little switch up there, but right now it's just Mad Lion spotting out information. As Enterprise have given them a lot of room to maneuver with on these pistols. Ooh, is it monster smoke? Where's that smoke going? It is. Neat. I always love seeing monster smokes, because if you go to like any pro player, I swear they've all got a different lineup at a random part of the B site to throw a monster smoke. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, then they come to the B site, as I was just speaking of. The first kill quickly rains through. Maddie's doubles down. Apparently, he needed his internet so he could do stuff like that. Eleve continues to deny any frags back. Finally, JL has changed it up, but he needs more if he wants to give his team a fighting chance, and that's not going to happen. Maddie's is a one-man pain train this time. 3 kills to his name. Enterprise deny the win on the force buy, and Mad Lions go down to a quick 0-2 start. It shouldn't be further from a 3-0. And again, we ask ourselves, when will the bleeding stop? I mean, look, there's still ample time for them to do some good damage. It's just about when do they get started? Because if it's not on that first CT rifle round, then it's going to be a 5-0. I don't know. It's just at points like that where things start to get out of hand. And it's scary, because that's within 5 rounds. But this is looking like a different Enterprise, man. I haven't seen them in quite some time, but I'm very happy I get the opportunity to watch them again, because these guys are studs, bro. Finally, Pinnacle snapping out of it, coming to their senses and saying, yo, this is, we need to give them some favoritism, bro. This is Enterprise-sided. Because it is. Well, while we're on the eco, I'll take this chance to tell you about stream cards. Because, look, I'm from the Twitch chat. I'm born and raised there. Look, being from the Twitch chat, I'm a genius. We're all geniuses. That's what the Twitch chat is. So, you think you know what's going to happen? Well, we got this new little extension. Speaking of extension, that one's a bit questionable. Trade will come through, so we're fine. Anywho, we got this new little extension. It's new to the Pinnacle Winter Series number 2. In fact, it made its debut yesterday. It's called Stream Cards. It's a little overlay thing right in front of your screen. You ain't got to download nothing. You ain't got to go anywhere. It's on Twitch. It's right on your screen. You hover over it, and you're going to see a little pop-up called Stream Cards. And if you go there, you're going to get a couple of cards. Each round, and it's like poker, right? You get like 4 or 5 cards. You look at, wow, I'm so distracted because I thought Borup was a T there for a second, but it gives you a ton of prompts, right? Like, for example, T's will kill 4 players this round. Maybe 3 pistol kills, if that makes any sense. Then, right, you can use that knowledge, say, you know what, since I'm a genius, I know there's going to be 4 T kills this round. Pick that card, and you'll get points, the amount of points that are shown on the card, in fact. Now, what do those points mean, you ask? It's a great question. Well, those points are used to give yourself points on a leaderboard against your fellow members of the Twitch chat, against your fellow geniuses. And then some of you might get some free skins. Best part, it's free. You're not spending anything. You're hovering over Twitch. It's already there. It's already on your screen. That's what stream cards is, you bozo. It's on your screen. Anywho, this is what we were waiting for. Mad Lions finally bringing out the EWP to see if they can strike some fear into the hearts of Enterprise, who are off to a rock hard start on this T side. Again, they want to make this one like clockwork, and they've shown that with the opening couple of rounds. But remember, like Mad Lions, if you don't pick this one up here, it's really going to start to get scary. So for their sake, I hope they can at least convert. Worst part is, though, even if it's close, we're still in the same situation as before, where Enterprise get 2 for the price of 1 with these rounds. So not only would Mad Lions have to win this and convert, but they'd also have to dominatingly do so. Wait, look at Mihu. This could all come down to timing. Mangus, no. Looking the wrong way. Gives Mihu his first kill. The trades are back and forth, and no, they're not. What is that for Believe? And he knows that's not even Mihu. He knows there's another man in connector. JL's ops not going to have anything to say in this round. The rotations are going to be cut off. Mihu's coming in a little bit late on this connector flank, but clears out the right angle. Trades are there, and Miltsy still keeps it 1 man up for Enterprise. But I don't think Mad Lions have any interest in retaking into this bomb site. No, they don't. They both call it a save, keep their guns into the next round, and there's a 4th for Enterprise. This rifle round is, oh man, it's abysmal. The fact that JL misses that opening shot, the fact that TMB can't trade, and the fact that Mihu's not able to get more than he does. I mean, look, I can't be upset with him for that one. He gets 2. He needs his team to step up there. But, dude, that's what I'm telling you, bro. That's why I love watching Aleve. He reminds me of Elige in name and in skill. But do they go for a buy here? I mean, they definitely could. Yeah, it looks like Mihu's going to be pounding an M4 onto himself with a couple of drops to come through. So I guess the good part for the Mad Lions is it isn't 2 for the price of 1. Could have been. Should have been. But now they reinvest. It still is very razor-thin margins for the side of Mad Lions. Have 2 players down to $0. Flash into Fountain. You can see JL wanted to take the peek, but the only man peeking is TMB. Goes all the way up through long to find 2. The call is $1 short and a day late. Matties will finally trade it out, but at 2 for the price of 1. They'll take that deal. Mangus finally equalizes it back out, but is he ready for JL to be coming close? I don't think he is. Some Dayoung could give away another pick. The shadow advantage given over to Aleve. And now it's up to JL and Borup to bring this one back. JL's changed positions around in Fountain. The bomb's still down towards the T-steps, and I'm not too sure if Matties is going to be ready for him to be pushed up this close. Look at Borup. No, not clear in the right direction. It's all up to JL. He'll look the right direction, and he'll at least get the bomb for a second. But as soon as Enterprise regroup, it's going to get tenfold more difficult, especially considering you still got to go against Aleve. Mangus is weary of JL's peak coming through the spawn, and he's going to convert the shot to leave it all up to the young gun. 50 seconds remain. This is the chance that Mad Lions need. A smoke's going to come through, and Aleve's going to have to wait this one out. JL's going to play around it, and here's the awkward part. There's so many spots to have to clear out towards this angle. Is he going to walk through the smoke? No way he is. Okay, he's not. He's going to try to phase it. JL going to do the exact same thing, it seems, as he comes walking up. No, Aleve going to peek in. He's caught timing on a JL who has no idea what's going on. And Enterprise steal away a 5th. He tries so hard and gets so far. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Mad Lions stick to 0. And these Pinnacle betting odds are only going to keep increasing in their favor. It looks like we should be seeing another eco from them, too. And imagine if they get a 6-0 start on the T side of overpass. Well, they've been able to bring out an op, but that's about it. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this investment, but TMB's the one to drop it over. Looks like they're about to take a peek in sewer. Me, who is lucky to get away with his life there. Matty's had literally just vacated the angle. And now they're going to regroup into the B site where 3 pistols are ready and waiting for them to do so. Only one man spotting out Monster right now in the likes of some Die Young's Deagle. He's got a smoke to go on Monster. Actually, no, it's just to block off the Toxic Cross. And that Molly's not going to be stopped at all. Matty's takes care of 4 up the short player. Still needing to find the man in pit. No way. Some Die Young's 5-7 gets 1. You still got Mihu to deal with, but thankfully the Molotov will take him down, or at least push him out of the round for the time being. Into the 3v3 we go. And I'm uncertain as to whether they're actually going to commit into this retake. We see JL on the AWP. It's a risky maneuver if he wants to go in for it. That'd be a big gun to lose here, and it looks like they know it. Mihu's vacated with the AK-47, and Enterprise do lock themselves into a 6-0 start. But we've already seen Mad Lions with every gun they could ever ask for. And it hasn't been enough. We need to see that change. We need to see them maybe space and trade better. They've been giving away a lot of 1v1s. The fact is that Enterprise have been able to go up the sites time and time again and walk away with multiple entries. That's an issue. What? I'm kind of shell-shocked at this right now. A slow start for another one of these Mad Lions players. I mean, we saw on Mirage, TMB closed out the first half going 1-13. Now Borup hasn't been able to field a kill in these first 6 rounds. Well, they try to take into Fountain again. JL, he actually did pretty well last time we saw him here, but if he sticks around for too long, then Matty's would find a free kill onto him. Flash to get him out, and it looks like they start to exceed up as he tucks into Divider, double scoped in with the EWP. Enterprise have every single one of their reinforcements at this area. But again, this is what I was just discussing, right? The fact is, you've got 1-for-1s across the board right now for the CT side, and now JL's been dinked down to 3 health. The nade just gonna barely miss him. Dude, if he stuck around for 1 second longer, man, that would have been a free pick for him. And a big one at that, considering JL's op can be a force to be reckoned with. Oh, man, that sucks. Leave just spams through, sees if he can find a lucky shot, which he will. TMB can't fight back, and now they're just going to go up towards the A site. Remember, JL is still at 3 HP. We're going to start to see these truck/dumpster smokes come flying through. Leave's been equalized out upon by the 3 HP JL. But stay back, my friend, because if you touch that Molotov, it's a touch of death. That's a fighting game phrase, Smile. Crossfire's established, rotations to be pulled. They need the trades and they need them now. They've spotted the barrel of some Die Young, so they should know what this Crossfire has to hold in store. The smoke pulled out, the bomb not planted. 12 seconds to go and the kills haven't come through. Still needing to find the trade on Mihu. Matsy finds it, but it's a bit too late. It's about doing damage at this point, but JL won't let him, so finally Mad Lions get on the board. It's still not a convincing round win, meaning that they're going to have to take some time. Rather, not some time, I'm sorry. They're still going to have to get one of these rounds to convincingly go their way before they can consider themselves to have a buffer established. JL peeking above this fountain smoke. He's been very eager to try to find opening picks with this AWP. And it's what Mad Lions needed. They need people who are not scared to get these openers, not scared to take initiative. But They also need to do it together and somewhat coordinated so they don't give themselves up. 1v1s are not in your favor as a CT, but maybe they are when you've got the op in your hands. Blitz has fallen. Now it looks like they're going to have to converge into the B site. Molotov in, op scope heard. I don't think Mihu's going to be swinging in short anytime soon. Maybe he will, as a Molotov gives them temporal cover to do so. Nobody decides to stick in it. And you can hear Mangus. He's dropped the bomb, and Nade's going to come through. Little bit of extra damage added up. TMB's got another. And Mad Lions are just isolating and annihilating right now. I believe he hasn't gotten a chance to strike in this round. Some Die Young looking to jump spot, and he's also spotted out one. Maybe even the bomb of the likes of Mangus, too. This could just call for a full man B stack. It really wouldn't surprise me. Having smoke inbound, but they still need something else to go back their way. They need to have something to work with before they can convincingly take this round. Or at least into this B site, rather. But it looks like they're just going to call it a save. No real reason to give it up to them. No real reason to give them more rounds, or rather more weapons. And this is what they needed, because now they have an easy buffer established. Maybe even two, because that's going to be an extra, what, $3,500? Really good stuff from the likes of Mad Lions, but they pretty much have to go on a 9-round winning streak if they want to call this a good half. Without that, I don't know. Well, Enterprise have taken a little bit of a beating when it comes to the money, because now they're in a shaky situation with 2 Tech 9s on Blitz and Matties. Both of them have to be plugging in their extra fine mice. They want a chance in this one, I feel. Jay out, peeks in with the AWP, but has nothing but targets. Nobody's looking there. And now they just excel out towards the B site once more. A nade blooms in their face, same with a flashbang, but everybody's blinded up as they come in for the site take. Pour up behind the pillar. Kill hasn't come through, and it's a crossfire established. Mihu to go unchecked. It seems there's still 2 players here. One of them is JL, and now you got a Heaven Rotator too. Everything's going poorly for him. A 1v4, and it won't be answered upon. Mad Lions look to get activated. This will be a save call, no doubt in my mind. Enterprise, they've given up the gambit, but again, there's still so many rounds to try to capitalize on. I feel like they've got to come away with 1 or 2 of them, right? This isn't their map. No. Nade and Molly blooms and Fountain Blitz. I'm not too sure if he spotted out the MP9 and TMB, but if they did, then this could be bad. But same for them, is these Deagles gonna be difficult to deal with? Yeah, no, the MP9's now retrieved, and a little bit of a chance is given over to them as the AWP of JL posts into front bathrooms. Could be a free kill coming up here shortly with Miltzy's P250. And again, it just falls into the timing. Where is JL looking, and when is he looking there? You've got Milsey tucked into the bathrooms. Cubby not yet to make a move. He's hoping that somebody doesn't clear him out. 2 of them now walking up long. JL, I don't think he's going to spot him on that jump spot. Goes in for the peek, and that's another 1D. Even spotting another man on this A site. Some Die Young. He can't Die Young. He's got to get at least a 2K, but Matty says no. And of course, the eco, why is it always these rounds where the great equalizer decides to come through? Blitz with the AWP that's been recovered, finds a 3rd. And he has been a massive impact for Enterprise in this round. The worst part is, it's not an A take. Borup's been bamboozled. As soon as he decides to come down, he'll have to walk through the deagle of Mangus, and it looks like he's not even going to give it the shadow of a doubt. Keep your guns, Enterprise. No reason to throw him away. Maybe Mangus can go on this hunt knowing that Borup was towards A last, or at least assumingly was. Oh man, this is incredible. This is incredible. Borup might catch a timing. Yeah, he will, but it's a consolation prize. It's like what you get when you play T-ball or Little League or something. You get that participation trophy. Here's your kill, Borup. You're welcome. 7-3 Enterprise. It's always the ecos. It's always the ecos. Believe he wanted to take that kill too. You were seeing him go straight in with that Tech 9. Yeah, no, there's a piece of evidence of the extra fine mice. Well, I did speak of Mad Lions establishing a buffer for themselves, which they still have, and that's not why I was too upset. I'm not upset because they're not going to be able to buy again. It's upsetting because Enterprise went around like that. That's incredible. And now they're just going to go straight up towards Fountain, taking down TMB. And they know, usually when TMB is here, JL is not too far on the horizon. Thankfully for him, they won't swing in. But that could have been a big double entry. Alieve now holding for the long push to come through, which he expects, or rather suspects, JL to be trying to pull off. Not scoped in. Alieve could be a free kill for him, but no, the quick scope is better for it. Now they're going to come straight out towards the B site. Mihu's off, rings off a shot, but it's not a connection. A 4-on-3. And again, do they just call this one a save? Do Mad Lions call it Jame time? It looks like not just yet. They still have some utility to throw into the site. Buy time and assist for these rotations, but a missed Molotov. No, never mind. Okay, it didn't miss. I thought that Molly missed and bounced back into pit. Well, maybe not the best time swing from Borup as Millsy completely blinded up, hits the shot. The AWP of JL is called on rotation to just keep it into the next round. Enterprise, once again, they're going to take the half regardless of what the outcome is. And you know what? Mirage, you get a 10-5 score. If you have a good, opposite side, right? If Mad Lions could have had a good CT side on Mirage, then anything could have happened. It's Mirage. It's not a one-sided affair, but it's a close map to where if you're just a better team than your opponent, you're going to win rounds, right? Well, that's not the case on Overpass, especially the T side. Enterprise, they walk away with a 10-5 lead. They go into their CT side if that's the case. That might just be series done from there. And they understand they need to talk things over because ever since that eco, man, everything has gone wrong. Feels like any kill they get has just been a consolation prize since then, and it's just been a bad taste left in their mouth. And we still have Borup not really doing well. 1 in 7. Remember, he was a big name over on Mirage. In fact, he was probably the reason that Mad Lions had as many rounds as they did. Mihu started to show up. JL's still putting up numbers with the AWP. And the interesting part is the fact that the top fraggers are on Mad Lions. JL is top of the server. Mihu is tied with 2 people, or rather 1 person, for the second. And it's not like somebody's shining above the pack for the likes of Enterprise. It's great kill distribution. 5, 6, 8, 9. Nobody's standing out from the pack. And look at this. They're going to quickly go into the B site where they're eagerly waiting for the player in barrels to fall. No trade comes through, and Borup, well, he's going to be completely blinded up for some time. Not looking at Mihu, though, and he's going to get away with a sly one. Without guns out, you're not going to shoot back. It's a 1 versus 4. And look, man, running through a monster smoke on a B take never works, bro. I stand by that statement. What the hell are Enterprise doing there? Well, it was fast. You got to give him credit for that. It was quick. And I was a bit worried there too, but after I saw Mad Lions get that opening pick, it was so easily going to be a Mad Lions round. Dude, I don't understand why teams still do it, bro. I really don't. TMB. As the condors popped open, a smoke comes through to provide them temporal cover, and it looked like Alieve for a second was going to start going up. And now TMB swings in. He's giving up the gambit that somebody's here, throwing in a smoke of his own, and I think Alieve's going to go through it. Maybe not, no. A well-placed nade, but it'll dink off the top of the sewer pipe. Alieve Not going to go through the smoke. Luckily enough for TMB, if he did, that would have been a free kill for him. But now knowing that there's a player trapped in connector, they want to isolate him. They don't want to let him go. This should be a first pick for Enterprise. Or maybe not. Doesn't look like they're going to continue tempting it. JL has now picked up the reins on this AWP in bathrooms. This should be a free kill for him. Dude, taking down an offer in this angle is so difficult. And this is what I'm saying. How is TMB going unchecked there? They know he's in con. They know he never left. But they just neglect him for too long. Blitz now chucks in the Molotov. A smoke is dumped in front bath. And JL still isn't going to vacate back towards the A site. But Blitz sticking around here for a bit of extra credit. I absolutely adore this. Mihu going to walk through. Is he going to tell him to come back towards A? He is. Mihu thinks that he's got everything for them. JL's now rotated off. And Enterprise, they've sold the gambit perfectly. JL, though, he's looking to continue putting up a fight. I'm so confused as to what's going on. The bomb's going in towards B, and they both fall. Enterprise, what is that play? What the hell was that? I love what they tried doing. Like, I really do. That was so smart from Blitz. He knows after Mihu gets that clear, JL's going to rotate off in towards B, and it's just going to, like, probably ease their worries. But now, here's why that call from Blitz absolutely screws them. Because, let's say, Blitz takes that kill. He keeps JL on the A side. He keeps them worrying about a bathrooms play. Well, now, Mangus is with his team on B. It's a 3-on-2 for them to go into that site, and you aren't going to have to deal with the Opper. But instead, he causes chaos, he causes panic, and you pull an extra rotation to A and send him away from where the site take is going to be. Well, 1-for-1 goes a long way as Mangus' AK-47 trades out the fallen Millsy. Whoa, TMB. Falls to 1 health, and Blitz will finish the food and assist kill for him. And that's another weapon to be retrieved. Matty's probably going to throw that over to Blitz, who has armor. But look at Borup. He's coming in from this flank, and he's about to see the bomb, too. A big gap in this Enterprise offense, and Mad Lions look to exploit. Now they're starting to turn their heads back towards it. Yeah, Borup spotted it. He's even going to hear the footsteps coming back. No way. No way. Blitz has seen him. The timing is everything, and it looks like he's just going to wait for the AK, rather for the Deagle of Matty's to come in and trade him out, maybe be the human shield. They both swing in, the trade is in, and it's still a 3v2. Now some guy young coming up the ladder. Blitz is ready for him, but Mangus steals the kill. And JL's AWP is all that remains. An unwinnable 1-on-3, I feel, as Enterprise are about to take the B site with a 9th round. And when I said this was a 9-6 half kind of map, I did not mean the T side. I didn't. I promise you I didn't. Well, maybe this becomes a doable scenario now as the AWP has picked off the kill, picking up the AK-47. He knows the last player's on the site. He's got the angle. He's got the lineup. He's got the headshot. And JL turns an unfathomable clutch into reality. 8-6 Mad Lions. They've still got something to scrape together. The AWP picked back up, and Mad Lions have some life. When you give him an inch, he'll take it a mile. Mad Lions, a round they should have never been allowed. But still, the odds say that Enterprise are heavily favored, and I still got to agree. That's not consistent enough success for me to say, hey, look, Mad Lions, still pretty poised to take this. This is beautiful, man. After this first pick is given up, if I'm Blitz there, I'm not planting up behind the box. I'm planting behind the pillar. Alongside that, I think a leave, maybe a bit of an overcommitment, but can the Mad Lions use this to give themselves a new lease on life? That's what they need. Swinging back in with the op. JL catches Millsy. And you can see entirely new confidence for the side of Mad Lions. It's entirely renewed. Blitz is going to pick up the AWP. But you still walk away. A 5-on-4. Enterprise now need a kill to come back. I think the head of Matty's was spotted, so now they call that there's a player up on the boost. And I think they have a perfect counter for this. Yep, they do. Flashing into water, but Alev's got his number. And I liked the play. I think it was fairly smart, but maybe a Molly would have been a bit better suited. abusing them, opening up the condor. And by the way, Enterprise don't know that Mad Lions know about this boost. At the same time, though, Mad Lions actually, never mind. No, they're good. I thought Mad Lions were going to let a kill slip through because Enterprise had not gotten off of that boost for like 30, 40 seconds. But you still have 2 B-site defenders to go through. 3-on-2 as they look to go into this side of the map, or maybe not. No, it'll be a 2-on-2 as Util comes through. JL to try and defend through the smoke. He pops off a leave. Needing more. The AWP of Blitz answers back with one. Still needing to take down some Die Young. Mangus, he's got to be the one to do it. Coming up from short, and he'll deliver. Couple of flashes, pop through the smoke. Mangus catches TMB going straight through it. Now jumping down. Oh, wow, JL. Fires off an op shot, drops the AWP, and I think that's going to be her. The molly comes through. Blitz not going to be expecting him on top of the boxes. Leaves it to again a 1-on-3. Rather, 1-on-2 as JL will need to pull off a back-to-back clutch attempt, and he will. Oh my god, dude. He is stellar right now. 18-6 on overpass. And even though it's a really bad CT side, even though it's really poor in the end, they could still ride home happy knowing that it was a good finish for them. 5 in a row. Can they continue on the T side? And it looks like Mad Lions instantly call a timeout. Because still, I mean, look, they ended off well, but it's not the half they would have expected or wanted. But it's always JL, man, the guy to clutch. But I will say this right now. Enterprise have played these clutches so poorly. So poorly. Right there, ample mistakes being made. I feel like if you're a Blitz on the site right there, I kind of like this. If you're Blitz on the site, planting the bomb, you've got the op, I'm backing up the short. I'm regrouping with my teammate in Mangus, because without it, you're giving away 1v1s. You know he jumped down. He mollied him off because he knew he pushed in.
Money I be making, I'ma burn them, I'ma murk them, and if they playing with us fire, I'ma burn them, murder, it's a murder, disrespect us, I'ma spark it, I'ma burn them, and I be searching, I be lurking, I'ma hurt them, and all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn them.
Having a good time on the Enterprise side. Well, apparently not that affected by the clutches that have come through. It's USPs and maybe a smoke and a flashbang, obviously. Jump spot into water, spotting 3 of them. Mangus gives the call over. Mihu, the first man to swing in, and he'll find the kill. Maddie's a big drop, and now Enterprise are put into an instant disadvantage. I don't think their 4-to-5 conversion rate's been all that keen. But now you still got to go through a couple of them. In Graffiti, he gets that kill back. JL looks to plant the bomb, but it's denied. Coming all the way up, Mangus doubles down, and they're just trying to stall for time, which they're doing perfectly. Millsy hits another shot, and the bomb's dropped in the smoke. A 2-on-4 from an opening conversion for Mad Lions. Still not the end of days just yet, but what they know both of these players are, it's all about converting these shots. There is no anonymity anymore, at least for the side of the offense, as they both swing in. Some Die Young adds a gush onto it. TMB's recovered the bomb, and they continue to get these headshots, now trying to vacate in towards the A site. They've both dipped. TMB heading for the hills, heading for the A site, hoping that nobody's going to meet him there, and well, he'll be right. Les Blitz is able to get this nice little one-tap. No, he's going to wait for the bomb to go down. He spots him out, gets the headshot angle, now waiting for his team to come through. I'm very confused. Some Die Young is still over towards B. This is going to be a B hit now. They're going back and forth. TMD needs to be caught off in connector. Blitz doesn't even have his gun out. 18 seconds. He has to be quick on the flank. Right behind him. That's where he's going. Still trying to shut it down. TMB drops into pit. He has to plant on the opposite side of this pillar, and it's not going to be allowed. 6 seconds to go. 5-4, but Mad Lions get a pistol somehow. Enterprise, they are playing these advantages so poorly. They're giving up 1v1s. They're not playing together. They're pulling their knives out. That's the third round in a row where they have an advantage and give it over to Mad Lions. Well, they've spotted Borup in short, but for a second I thought he was just going to take the raids out of the B site again. Jump spotting on the MP9. Maybe they think he's falling off now, and that'd be the worst thing to do. Mangus opens it up. He needs more, but I guess he's already delivered with one. Now they all regroup in short. They're still going into a stacked up B site. I believe 2 MP9s? Yeah. It's not all that undesirable, to be completely real with you. The bomb's coming up short. Mangus tries to pick up the off angle. And some Young's heard. As soon as he goes in for this peek, though, Matties might have the trade. He swings in, but won't commit. Still got a Barrels player to go through, and this Deagle is just trying to stall for time. Have they cleared out the monster player? I'm not too sure they will. So now that man advantage seems to have gone blind in the blink of an eye. Enterprise, they've been leveled out by the Mad Lions offense. Well, he pulls out the scout. TMB. Finds that pick, and, well, now we start to see the odds even out a little bit. Enterprise calling a timeout because they are continuously throwing away these advantages, throwing away these rounds where they have big leads, choking them away. And considering that's the 4th round in a row where they're given a big advantage and just don't find anything past it, they've got to talk this one over. Guys, what are we doing wrong? Even if they're just talking about this defensive side, right? You go off of a 4v2 pistol loss. You go into the investment. Mangus unveils that jump spot MP9 out of the hat. And now you can't use it again. And for what? Well, Mad Lions are starting to look in form once again. This could be a 10th round on the board for them. And it's been T-sided showings on these defensive-sided maps, which is kind of funny to see. Mirage, often CT-sided. Overpass, CT-sided. Even Inferno, actually, no, it's not CT-sided. Inferno is fairly balanced. Well, this one won't be very fast. At least from Enterprise, it seems. The pistols are just chilling up towards front bathroom. Some Young going to work up with his MAC-10. And this one comes down to timing. There's 3 players to try to take down in Connector. And he could have a feeding frenzy for himself. They want to take it out of his hands. This SMG is going to be so difficult to rip away from him, though, when he's got everybody behind him. And Mangus just decides to leave. A flash to get him out. Now they're trying to hunt him down. They want to get this one over with. Mad Lions want their 10th, and they want it now. They're tired of him stalling for time. It's going to be double-digit rounds for them. And it looks like they've found a little bit of a resurgence from Mirage. You still got to go through the investments. It's not like you're out of the woods just yet. In fact, this is going to be the real test as to whether or not we're going to see an actual game from Mad Lions. But if they shut this down, it's 12-8. And we're looking at about the same type of scenes we saw on Mirage, where rounds come 2 for the price of 1. You've only really got 2 more rifles left in the game if you can't convert this. Well, Mad Lions went for the 4-man boost. No dice for him, though, and it allows them to establish themselves further. Enterprise, they've got it. In water they all go. Mangus, TMB, and everybody else is, well, converging at this B site here shortly. I thought they were going to go for a boost, but no, it's the counterpart to that. Enterprise the one's going for it. Matty's tries to jump up and get him, but through the wall, Mangus is falling and almost gets more. Quickly throwing in the heaven smoke, it looks like Enterprise may panic, rotate a player over. Mad Lions are trying to catch them doing just that. It's going to be left all up to Alieve over on A here for a second. Millsy's going to be the panic rotation. There's anybody you want in this situation, though, it is Alieve, as he's maybe not wielded the best stat line in this game. He's definitely not scared to pick up kills in this situation. 26 seconds, though, and in comes that rotation back right up. But there's not that much time left. Mad Lions are going to have to go through this smoke, and that's exactly what Alieve wants them to do. They're not going to go clear JL. You might think he's stuck on a wall, but Borup now spotted. They all turn around, and there's Alieve with a massive 3K. The bomb retrieved, the AWP picked up, but Millsy's already established himself on this site. It's Mihu in a 1-on-3, and it's all about doing damage, which he won't find. Millsy rotates back up, doubles down. Enterprise now 1 round away from tying us up. One nade goes into Fountain. I thought it'd do more damage, but apparently not so. And look at this very slow crawl up long from Alieve, who wants to take down a Mad Lions member. If he gets flashed in, I mean, JL's not necessarily looking the right way. He's going to hear this op-scope and party, and maybe that's going to be an audio cue for him to use to try and activate. Come up, see if he can't punish this player. And I'm surprised, man. I really am. With how deep he's established himself, I'm surprised Alieve doesn't go up for that frag. JL, though, it looks like now he's turned his attention towards that long push. This could be the round, rather the frag that wins the round, as Alieve shutting down Mihu changes the plans of the Mad Lions, who originally were going to go in for an A hit, but now, I doubt it. TMB going to go back down towards the lower site with the bomb on his back. There's 3 defenders here, and I even thought JL was going to pop off a shot through that smoke after spotting the first jump spot. Some Young wants to equalize. It's not an impossibility as he jumps through the smoke. He leaves her the scope. And even Millsy's heard him run away. Now they're going to pull an extra man over towards the B stack. But here's the real test. Once again, Some Young comes out short, finds the opening pick, and now Borup sandwiches on Blitzen. Pit a little too close for the pepper. Millsy gets a kill, but he backs away. I don't think they go in for this. The leg spot of JL, who has avoided death now 3 times, and he'll finally get a kill. Alieve should have pulled the trigger when you heard him at long, my friend. Millsy's running away, and Mad Lions wield themselves 11. Money still not that well built up for the likes of Enterprise, who are going to be eco-broken in the next round. And now I don't think Millsy's not getting out of this one. I'll tell you that right now. Even if he hears the footsteps of the Long member, should have this trade right inbound from Long. He's stuck there, and I think even... Did he die to the bomb? I think he did, yeah. He was a bit too close to the site. And the op won't be retrieved, but it won't matter because they've still got one to work with. Mad Lions once again taking the favor of Pinnacle. Very, very easily, it seems. And Inferno would be an absolute treat for these two teams playing against one another. So I'd love to see a third map. I'd adore it, actually. Well, for Enterprise, it is just the pistols here. Again, they're very slow, it seems. Enterprise, they used to be a very fast-paced, aggressive team in some of these rounds, but... Or not even in some of these rounds, but just in some games that I saw them in. But it seems like after bringing in these new players, they're a completely different unit. Go into a very passive style of play, and, well, it benefited them for a very long time on that T side. You could see it wielded them a lot of success. It's more just the advantages being thrown away that's screwed them over in the long run. Now trying to not ensure that they can't get the stunning connector. JL will trade via the AWP, and now with all of these players in water, some die young. He was going to go up for a kill there, but now he decides against his better judge, or against it for his better judgment. And this should still be around, fielded by Mad Lions here. Mihu's just cleared out all through the A site and into bank. He's gone. Oh, but what a shot from Matty's. Stops some die young in his tracks. Mihu's got the trade, so it's still not getting too far out of the ballpark of reality as Matty's gets the AK and gets the hell out of Dodge. Enterprise lock themselves into a 12-9 score. No. I guess it's good that he's able to save this AK. Now we can drop the AWP over to Millsy. That's if Mad Lions let him save it. But even considering that, is it going to be enough? Like, I don't know. But I can say that we have still yet to see somebody split themselves out from the pack when it comes to the Enterprise KDs. I mean, it's split between 10 and 14. There's not really somebody coming out in front. We have another tech pause, though. Again, let me see if I can't get a reason for it. Apparently, TeamSpeak dropped for somebody on Enterprise. That is, so probably won't be that long. Can't assume it would be. Probably just a quick let me join back. Yeah, okay. So, one of the last rifles we'll see from the Enterprise T side if it doesn't convert successfully right here, right now. And this is the chance for Mad Lions to start to sweep their way into the third map. I'd love to see each team take I'd love to see the teams take each other's maps. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I haven't seen that in a while. Once again, they're going for this 4-man boost, but I think you're a bit too late for that, JL. Unless you're spotting for the boost or the jump spot, you're not going to see anybody in heaven. Well, it looks like Borup's going to take the initiative and just contact out of the B site. Blitz only holding an HE, so all it takes is a nice shot to be converted and things start to go awry. A man in pit and Mangus doesn't answer. It's going to fall all onto Matty's in short. He doubles up and doubles down, or rather he gets the first kill, but Borup takes out his own teammate. Nade will equalize, and now it's into a retake. Once more, Elive playing around this smoke. He's heard the op scope, but he hasn't actually gone deep to spot out the barrel of JL. Maybe unsuspecting to another member on this site. Elive hasn't spotted him, but neither has JL. We're still into a 2-on-2, and Elive is single-handedly bringing this back. Some die young from short, looks to get the first, gets it, and finally, we're back into a 1-on-1. Nades go back and forth as we go around towards heaven. The mid-site smoke, not good enough, and Millsy finally gets Enterprise on the board. Some die young doesn't use it. And Enterprise up to double digits. The money's not that great. You're going to see a save call come through. Enterprise could still look to take this back. Opportunity emerges as Mad Lions consider this to be a force buy territory. They're very knowing to what the Enterprise money is looking like. They understand that Enterprise are still pretty eco-broken, and a win here would devastate them once again. And they want to. They definitely like their odds. JL, TMB, and some die young, some sharpshooters. Given the one-shot, one-tap rifles, the AWP of Miltsy is really my biggest concern for them. But now as he repositions around towards the flower bed, they want to peek in, but the spacing's poor, and he's going to be able to get away with a free kill. Now we see Elive running through, Borup's hurt him, and they're going to come back in to find the kill. That's an upgrade. Now do they put their foot on the accelerator? No, not just yet. Still looking to toy with these rotations. They know Enterprise are so eager to give them. And with Blitz spotting out and connector, a nade's going to bounce in. Some die young, now worse for wear onto half health. But everybody's got weapons for the side of Mad Lions at this stage, so it's an even 4-on-4. Maybe not the most amount of utility that they'd want, but that's not going to be that big of an issue. Matties hasn't spotted him out towards B yet, but now he has. The flashbang's going to come through. They have to avoid it. Matties catches everybody blind, only gets one, though. And that's not a plentiful one-for-one trade. They can't be happy with that. 20 seconds left with the mid-sight smoke blooming in. Blitz. He's got to go in. He's got to stop this bomb from going down. They're holding for Pitt, and Some Young's got the kill. Millsy's traded, but it looks like he may vacate. No. He's going to give it a bit of a look in. Ponder the orb as he has 1v1s to isolate both of them now doubled up in Pitt. Millsy, he finds this kill on a JL, and it's an actual chance, but no, he misses it, and it looks like Mad Lions steal it back. And these odds are being toyed with round by round, who start to favor Enterprise more and then less and then more and then less. Oh, it's so confusing. This is what I was talking about, though. Their money screwed over. And I don't necessarily know why Mad Lions call a timeout here, but power to him. Maybe they're talking about the next rifle. And maybe, I'm going to throw a wild theory out there, a wild thought. Maybe Mad Lions don't necessarily know that the Enterprise economy is broken. So, they say to themselves, this might be an eco, this might not. If it is, cool, we take the round. If not, here's the strat. If this is the eco, and the next is the rifle, we use the strat there. If this is the rifle, we use the strat here. I kind of like that. Well, oh, wait, might be having some issues. This might be called not live. I think we're blowing the whistle on this one. Yep. Blowing the plate dead as there's a technical pause. Let me see what's going on here. See if I can't get the insider info. Ooh, the admin called for it. Okay. TeamSpeak dropped again, but this time it's for one of the Mad Lions members. Oh. Well, again, it's not going to be a long-lasting issue. It's going to take him a couple of seconds. Already see it. We're already hearing the typing now, so. The only thing that sucks, well, actually, no, it doesn't really suck because they didn't do anything. If Mad Lions, rather, if Enterprise would have been spotted on what the take was, that I would have been raised in hell. Or rather, I'd be raised in hell if I were them. Oh, wait, hold up. Maybe our TeamSpeak is down. I'm uncertain. But I can see that it is. Okay, well, I've been told that it is not our TeamSpeak that is down. It is just SDY. Look, man, I looked over and saw a couple of people disconnected. Sue me. Well, I think SDY maybe just had his internet crash. I'm uncertain. No, he's switching internet apparently. That's what happened. So now we just idly wait, twiddling our thumbs. Wait for them to come back. But, I mean, these rounds have been so inconsistent. Scarily inconsistent at that, right? Because we've seen some moments of excellence from Enterprise, some good holds, like they know what's going on, like they know what to do. But as soon as you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, as soon as you think that they can close this one out and take it, just Mad Lions stealing it right back away. Still waiting. Still just relaxing. As the battle between the two teams continues. And I kind of feel bad for Mad Lions here because this might just stall out their progression. Slow them down a little bit. Give these players on Enterprise a time to breathe. Switching internet takes a minute. But we do have SDY reconnected to the TeamSpeak, so should be in the server in a moment. But maybe the props that I gave to Enterprise earlier has now turned into a big downfall because still nobody has separated themselves from the pack when it comes to Enterprise. And if they were all dancing around like maybe 19, 18 kills a pop, 5, 10 more kills, then you'd probably be thinking, okay, yeah, everybody's got that multi-frag potential. But other than like Elieve and Millsy, it doesn't really look like that's been the case. Usually Blitz, Maddies, and Mangus are all just 1-for-1s. Now, as we have SDY back into the server, looks like we're going to start to return to normalcy. Hear the typing, probably calling off that tech pause now, and there it is. And hopefully we get to see the conclusion of this game now, barring no other incidents happening in the TeamSpeak. Because this is, twice now. One side of the coin for Enterprise, one for Mad Lions. Well, TMB takes down Maddies as he goes aggressive into short. It is just the eco, so it doesn't really matter if Mad Lions showed off what they were going to do, because it's just going to be a sweep up anyway. Looks like Mihu makes it like clockwork, picking up 3. Even trying to get this 4th year lead. Last man standing, and there it is. One of the newest recruit... Mihu, man. Look, bro. Think you missed the balloons. He got one at the end, I guess. But back into serious times as Enterprise could be fielding their last buy of the game, barring it doesn't go their way. Millsy once again on his weapon of choice, but it's going to need his team to step up to the plate, not just him. Well, I like the util drop from JL, and I'm curious as to what it's for. A couple of flashes come over through it being, and well, you've got a 4-man stack for Enterprise, at least at this side of the map for now. And it's going to leave Mihu all this room to walk up long. I'm definitely thinking this is what this timeout was used for, because you can see Mihu literally Wing up. And the reason I say this is because in the previous round, he was Fountain. He was a bit aggressive Fountain, looking to go up long like he is now. So that's why I wonder, and I'm pretty confident in my synopsis. Elieve, he's behind this wall. TMB has heard it, and he's going to find the kill. This is looking rough, because everybody's now after playing retake. They've been able to come up to the site, though, before the actual exec comes through. The flash is so good that TM Lee has 2 blind players looking in front of him. Maddie's trades, but that's all she's got. Blitz, Millsy against the world as Blitz looks to make his onslaught in from Bank. Mihu's trapped on the site, and this might just fall to what JL can do on the op. Mid-click nade has done a lot of damage to Mihu. As he's still looking for his exit, Millsy locks in the kill, and it's up to this AWP in a 1-on-2. Nice shot, though. Gonna make the job just a little more easier. Kit and Molotov recovered, but he's gone over to an M4A1 as tries to tap the bomb, and JL's got the long-range angle for a Mad Lions 15 map point as they look to go to Inferno. 5 chances to send us there. Mihu, I'm sorry, on 23 kills, 16 deaths. JL, he's a bit in front of him, 25. TMB's not too far before him. And this is what I'm saying, man. You need other people to be able to deliver these multi-kills, and when you can't rely on that, And everybody feels pressured, and nobody wants to make the first mistake because if they feel like the round's done if they lose their life. And it just puts so much pressure on yourselves that you internally collapse, you crumble. Look at TMB here. He was seconds away from finding the opener on a Maddie's who wasn't looking the right way. Moving up to pillar now. We see the peak come through, but not going to fall. Blitz swings into Monster and somehow walks away with the pick. Looks for more, and you hear two players in short. The kill comes through again, though. And Young's a bit late to hold his teammate's life. If SDY was there, this goes back to a 4-on-4. And I mean, Mad Lions have a favoritism, but now again, it's entirely different. Leaves gone all the way up through long, which was once identified as a weak spot in the previous round, has now been a saving grace for Enterprise, who are about to be able to stack up towards B. Oh no. JL's just made noise. You gotta go at this point, guys. You can't let him rotate in. But I guess they are. Or maybe are they saving? Is that what they're saving? Okay. Interesting play. That's... Whoa. What? Why are they saving? I understand they're going against a weakened buy, but I think the only gun you necessarily have to save here is JL's AWP. I think if you're Mad Lions, you definitely have SDY and me who go in, have JL in the back, and if his teammates fall, then he can just go away with the op, save it to the next round. No big deal. But as is, there are two guns to be retrieved. Never mind, no there's not. They didn't pick them up. I thought there was two guns they were going to be able to pick up in the water, but apparently they couldn't find them. Anywho, Pinnacle have picked their favorites. I'm surprised, man. A util investment from everybody instead of a single upgrade. 2 M4s and 3 FAMASas seems to be enough comfortability for them. Well, jump spots come through in plentiful amounts. TMB wants to find this opener on short, which, well, Maddie's almost gave up to him. But for his better judgment, again, it looks like he decides against it. Nice nade pops onto the head of Mangus. And Mad Lions are just looking to converge into the B site. Not going to dilly-dally whatsoever, as a lot of utils already been disposed of for the side of Enterprise. You don't even know what piece of utility to pull out in Toxic Barrels. Blitz finds one with a dink added on top. Still 2 B defenders with the both FAMASas. And they're also both stuck up in pit. There's an angle to be abused towards bridge. And Matty's could use it to find a kill. Bore up on 15 health with the bomb. He's got to be weary of what he decides to do. They're going to flash up through it. The footsteps are going to be heard. He needs his team to look this direction. JL, turn to your right. Turn to your right. He was telling you. He heard footsteps. Nobody else was looking. And you still got another member in pit with the bomb now dropped in the hands of the CTs. It's going to come down to if they find the kills or not, which probably isn't likely. As Young falls in the middle of the site. TMB's left in a 1-on-3, and I don't know if that was a miscomm on Borup or just a dumb play on JL, but Borup definitely heard the footsteps of the men in water, and JL just refuses to turn his attention. Now it's 15-12. Now this comeback looks ever so much more of a reality, or at least possibility. Well, the pistol by this time around. Only one AK fielded, and Borup started it off well with the Tech 9. He's put in his extra 5 mouse in the time off. But you still need a bit more. Not another eco conversion, bro. I mean, look. I've seen too many of these already in this game. Anything more would be a bit irrational, I feel. Well, still taking their time. Enterprise need to be the ones to work this pick back. If Mad Lions just send their reinforcements up towards one of these sites and trade it out, then they'd be able to win the round. But again, it's also not that easy. JL posted on the angle, catches Blitz re-peeking. And Enterprise are starting to get punished. penalized for their over-aggressions, ensuring that M4 will not be retained. TMB goes up through the smoke, a risky maneuver. And it'll come to assist the likes of Enterprise. Maddie's in the smoke. You can see it. And JL finds the frag. That's a beautiful headshot. 2-on-4. And now it's up to Millsy to fend off the B site once again. An AK in hand. He's the only one here. He's got a kit and a Molotov to stop this B push from coming through. But the biggest question on the round, at least in my mind, is some Die Young. As they flash out of Monster, he's trying to take a defensive position, catch these 1v1s. Miyu spotted in pit, but some Die Young trades. It's a 1v3. We saw Enterprise give away so many of these in the first half. But this one, well, might be a bit away from reality as the Molotov nade combo burns up SDY. If there's any clutch that we could see won by Enterprise, it's this one, as you see how low every single member is. But this is how you're supposed to play a post plant. You get the bomb down, and even though it's risky, you get the hell out. Spotted out by Borup, who puts in a tag or two, just trying to play for time because it's already ticked so damn low. There's no kit, so this is pretty much done. Even if he picked up the one in pit, I think it's over. Enterprise, they drop the ball. Mad Lions sneak away their map pick. We're reverse sweeping each other here to go to map 3. Inferno on the cards. The clutch is not. 16-12 going to map 3. Let's see what Enterprise have. Can they come back, or will Mad Lions reverse 2-0?
Sometimes I'm selfish, get jealous. I feel a little helpless. My whole world has shifted again. You made a promise, I kept it. Now I'm second guessing. My whole world has shifted again. Now I drive back to an empty room, and it's setting in. Now that your things are gone, what have I done? Was everything worth this? I guess I deserve this. Oh, why do I run whenever I'm hurting? I guess I'm still learning how to run.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
We gon' turn the crib into a club like Hennessy and Buddha screaming thug life. Get it, baby, you know I'm the plug, right? Fucking got a feeling that it's gonna be a long night. Whoa, everything I touch turn gold. Need no introduction, cause they know Brit and Mo. I hit the lotto, my motto. Roll up gelato and throttle a couple models staccato who fucking brought up the bottles. I'm gone ham. This ain't even luck, all planned. Y'all know who the fucks I am. Burning bucks, smoke bands. Always been the MO since the start of this. And now I'm on a mission like I'm Artemis. Hey, we gon' turn the crib into a club like Hennessy and Buddha screaming thug life. Get it, baby, you know I'm the plug, right? Fucking got a feeling that it's gonna be a long night. Got a feeling that it's gonna be a long
You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, 'cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close.
Look,
Save myself.
I do not have high hopes for Enterprise on this map, and you might ask why. Well, good question. Yesterday we saw Mad Lions play against Ingentium in their opener, where they would win the CT half 14-1. So, if we see anything close to the Mad Lions that we saw yesterday, this series is probably done. But, obviously, you know, a lot is still left to be desired to see who's actually going to do what. We could speak of theories all day, but as much as we want. But the fact is, we got to find out who comes out on top. And it looks like Enterprise are still going to at least try to battle here. On the T side, all four players except for Leave have armor. And now we've got a couple of flashes, smoke. Maybe a quick play towards B. Yeah, fast CT smoke comes through, and TMB and co have to hold off this B site. It's going to be quick with it. Borup hears them come through. Me, who's got the flank, and actually it's turned them against it. So now Mad Lions pull rotations back towards the A site. Enterprise, they've been foiled. Their plant's been unraveled. Flash comes into lane. You got two people here completely blinded up, and Enterprise are going back and forth around the map, not confident on which site to try to hit. You still got three players stacked up here, and the first kill's already come through. Some Young continuing from his hot streak that he left off on the previous map, spinning around the boxes. JL gets up close and personal, and Mad Lions quickly sweep the pistol. Yeah, Enterprise for them. It was about taking the series in 2 maps. I didn't even consider Inferno from the get-go because it looked like on paper this should have been a Mad Lions 2-0, but I guess respect needed to be shown for a little part, or for a couple of parts in this one. Well, this one is probably not one of the rounds we're going to see Enterprise contest in. It's just a deagle or two. Glocks around them. It's a decent investment coming up from the Mad Lions as well, with the likes of an M4, FAMAS, a couple of MP9s around it. My only question is, how many kills are they going to be able to field? Well, we're about to find out. So far, not anything, as Blitz can't even hit a shot. And we're quickly put into a 5-on-4 with one of those deagles in no man's land. It kind of falls onto the back of Mangus to get something done. Borup's already come all the way down Banana, so he's also getting up close and personal. They want to take some initiative. And they're going to. Nobody here to trade out this Glock. Finally, Mangus picks one up with the deagle, but it's all up to him in the 1 versus 4. The MP9s have gotten $600, rather $1,200 a pop, and Mad Lions are going to use it to start building up some bank accounts. Well, the odds spinning back into the favor of Mad Lions pretty hastily after that last map. Can't blame them. What are Enterprise going to be able to do on the counterpart of that with the AK-47s? Because this is where we're going to need to see what they're made of on Inferno. You can't let Mad Lions do what they did in Gen Team against you. You got to shut them down quickly, or else they will take it the distance. Flashing into mid, JL spot 1 doesn't overcommit. The Molotov forces them back. They wanted to try to punish him on the retreat, but he'll have free range to exit into the site itself. They're going to go for a double porch and pit setup. And for Enterprise, everybody's here. They've just taken control of Banana, and you can already tell Mad Lions very, very comfortable on a map like Inferno. Very comfortable with taking map control and know when to do it. This being a great instance of that, as the FAMAS of Mihu is the only man that can step up to the task and arch. First pick to come through, and I don't know how many more on the horizon he'll find, but he did spot the shoulder of a leave, if I'm not mistaken. And now, maybe seeing him on the radar, he comes back in, spots the barrel, and doubles down. Enterprise already put into a pretty big hole, a pretty big deficit in Borup for a second. I thought he was going to come through that banana smoke too, but no. Understand that just holding on to this portion of the map is ever so much more impactful. Millsy, well, tries to equalize the score, but some Die Young won't let it ever be settled. Borup in the exact same corner we saw him in the previous round. Swings out, and now the info's given over to Matties. We shouldn't be able to let him get a kill. Millsy will take him down, but damage has been inflicted, and you've got a quick flank coming in on the likes of TMB. Whoa, hold on a second. This round is still very much in the realm of possibility. 17 seconds, no smoke to cover CT, though. Some Die Young has to hit the shot, and he can't convert. JL. A 1-on-2, and the bomb's going down. They aren't considering Banana just yet. Natties finds the frag, and it's all up to JL. 1-on-1. This round already should have been dusted. It was a 3-on-5. He's in coffins. JL's got the angle, but somehow that's not a headshot. This game is awful. This game is terrible. Can we get a replay on that, please? I need a replay on that. That was a headshot angle. JL hits him in the head, but he only gets 1 tag. What? Maybe the reason I wanted to replay on that is because maybe he hit him through the coffins, and if that would make more sense, but it looked like he did 27 damage, which is an AK body shot. Just the force by here. Shotgun of some Die Young. You gotta love to see it. Mangus sits close and won't find the kill. Underwhelming. A lot of hype for no delivery. Kinda cringe. Well, as the first pick's already been lost, TMB is gonna have a whole hell of a lot on his plate here shortly. Nade bounces through, should be getting a decent amount of damage across the board, and even drops the molly. So, he'll buy time for rotations, but Enterprise have literally now 3 times have gone up towards a site, had one thing not go their way, and just changed directions. Like, shifting gears. It's incredible. But that MAC-10 frag has just single-handedly won them their second round. Mad Lions, definitely not like looking what we saw from them yesterday. We've already seen 2 different Mad Lions teams in these first 4 rounds. We saw them out the gates gung-ho, guns a-blazing, taking map control, not scared of anybody. Mihu, even in that third round, finds 2 on the FAMAS, 5 versus 3. And Mad Lions just start solo peeking. They start giving away kills. They don't stick with their site setups, and Enterprise continue to work the 1v1s. And that's a prime example of why Enterprise like playing slowly on some of their T-side defaults for reasons like that. And you can see Mangus wants to hunt for any extra guns he could take out of CT hands. Even if the MP9 falls, that's still a big deal. Because there's a world where they rebuy into the next round because they have 3 guns saved over for the Mad Lions. Mihu and TMB could both drop a little bit of weaponry. The Yuto would be lackluster, but I don't know. It is up to them. And yeah, I think we are going to see a couple of drops come through. TMB with the scout. But what does Some Die Young get? That's what I need to see. And he just buys an MP9 for himself. Okay, I think we have the replay that I was looking for. This is what I wanted to see. Is it a body shot? Oh, okay. It's through the coffins. Thank you, production team. Thank you. Alright, well, Mad Lions right back to that banana control that they've been so fond of in this map. Already with a first pick and a little bit of damage included on top. And now Enterprise look to transition into this A hit with the MP9 of, I believe, Some Die Young still sitting on the porch. Molly comes in and he's now heard the tag. That's giving away a whole lot of information. He wants to swing inside of it. I love that. That would have been sick to see, but now Enterprise know what's up. Are they going to transition back towards B, though? I mean, we will literally see them, like, group up and hit one side of the map in 10 seconds from being on the other. Like, it's crazy. They are definitely a force to be reckoned with. You could just tell. I'd also say, the spacing here is way better than on Overpass. Way better. Every time Mad Lions take one of these fights, Enterprise always have another man there to trade, which is why you're not seeing these man advantages too commonly swung out of control. Usually it's just one, and then Enterprise are able to trade themselves back out and up towards the site. Blast through a smoke, well timed from Borup, who picks up one. TMB gets another, and it looks like the B-site defense holds strong in the 1v5. Mangus even gets tagged up through the smoke. The reload's going to be heard as they try to spam back through. Well, nothing will be found. TMB with 3 on his own, and then Mad Lions maybe right back out on top. Well, still the heavy favorites by Pinnacle. I don't know if that's ever going to change. Not until the very end of this game for certain, and that would be if Enterprise make a comeback. Well, it's fairly even on Inferno, man. This map always delivers on close games. It always does. A nade down mid, and Maddie's tucks into Mexi, and JL tries to force the equation. But it doesn't compute. Trades go back and forth. Enterprise. This is what I was talking about in glocking down Mihu. The A site's wide open. Long range on the MP9. SDY's traded. But it's all up to him. In the 1v3, there are guns to try and be retrieved, but he knows that if he makes his quick play in towards B, that... Wait, whoa. Blitz, hello? Blitz? I think Blitz lagged out. That's really bad. Yup. That's bad. We're definitely getting attack pause. No doubt in my mind. And now this turns into a winnable 1v1. This would be so unfortunate for Enterprise if Mad Lions came out on top. And here's the worst part. Mangus is going to be walking straight into him. The footsteps are about to be heard by Some Die Young. This one's set in stone. Enterprise. This is so unfortunate to have thrown away from you. The worst way I could have ever seen a clutch lost. Blitz is right back in the server, but they're still calling the tech pause to make sure everything's A-okay with him. Dude, that's gotta hurt. That sucks. I feel bad for him. I do. I really do. I've never seen that happen either, I don't think. A clutch that happens because because you lag out. Damn. Dude. That is the pinnacle of online CS. That's the peak. That's online CS in a nutshell for you right there. Well, they can't let it get to them. They're coming right back in with a force buy. It's not like they don't have chances. But Mad Lions are certainly saved from a very, very scuffed one there. The internet goes out and they can be thanking it. Can be thanking whoever decided to crash their car into the cell tower. No. This time, Mad Lions don't take control of Banana. I like this because... Oh, never mind. I'll just pause that thought for a second. Eleve gets flashed up, takes the head off of TMB. And now they may excel in towards the B site once again. No, they're just pulling rotations. Nade comes bouncing back, and Eleve's been traded on. Now Borup looks to inch his way closer. I don't know if he spotted Blitz or not, but this is an off angle and a half. Swinging straight in, though. Blitz doesn't care. He lagged down the previous. He makes up for it big time, but not his teammates. They all come walking through. Thankfully for them, Miltzy's got the trade. We're into a 2-on-2, but the opposite side of the map, that's where Mangus lies in Mexi. Nade comes through, but it's not good enough to wield the frag, and now they wait for the CT smoke to fade, and just as it will, they're able to tuck themselves into these post plants. Amali and Emo. Now you got the off of JL swinging in. Millsy locks it up, and it's a 1v2 for Mihu. Doesn't have really any utility to crawl back into it as he looks to isolate these 1v1s. He's able to get onto the site itself undetected, but he still has to work back both of these picks. And now, Millsy settled it. Gets the knife kill. He knows this round's not that realistic, or maybe it is. Mihu, does he have a kid? No, no time. He's got to run for the hills. Oh my God. Incredible. Well, Mihu is definitely gone an investment for this one. No doubt in my mind, because that knife kill gives him so much extra cash to work with. Scout won't hit the tag. That could have been a big opportunity for them to open up this round, but now we're going to have to see some Die Young in the apartments with the Mag 7. This guy is a shotgun warrior, bro. This is the second shotgun we've seen him on this game. Well, now as they all tuck into the apartments, they were going to go for an Apps pop, but the smoke looming in their face changes up their course of approach. Still going towards A, it seems, but now taking Brackets control. And now you see Matties wants to double back, see if he can't work up Banana. Still got a couple of players sitting here at top bracket, but two swinging from Banana, and Borup only good for one means they're going to be able to go in for a B crunch. Mihu, we saw him potentially deliver in that 2v1 clutch. Now he's going to have to deliver on the Banana hold, and he will. Nice couple of headshots with the bomb drop. Knows they're going in for the arch wrap, so he takes a very offensive position. They come walking back in, and Elite finds the trade, but it still seems a bit too late, not of the question. Nade goes up from some Die Young, who ends up going through the smoke. It's a 1-for-1 trade. JL and a 1-on-1. And it's all about the timing. It's all about where they decide to go. Faking the runaway, thinking that JL's going to be baited out by it, which he will. Now he sprints towards A. He's been bamboozled. It's a game of chess between these two teams in these clutches, and it looks like Mangus this time makes the proper read. Bomb's going to go down, and this should be a set-in-stone clutch if you ask me. I mean, JL, how is he going to get back into this with this weapon? I just don't see it. Look how close Mangus is getting. Here's the footsteps. JL runs in with the USP out, and the fact that it's that close is a miracle, but Enterprise still get themselves a fourth, and we're all tied up here heading to the ninth. But it's a completely different round than we've seen before when things are tied up. We've gone 2-2 every single time, but that streak is about to be broken. Only up against USPs. Mad Lions can't possibly hope to answer back. Well, it's a full A stack for the likes of Mad Lions. Enterprise quickly get up towards Banana, see nothing, and it looks like they might just go walking into B at this point. Yeah. Super fast plays. They flash themselves in. Nobody's home. They've gotten the proper read. Haven't walked into the gamble stack. You love to see it. And watching this T side of Enterprise has actually been super interesting because in the opening rounds, you can see almost every time they're taking a crucial part of the map with 4 or 5 players. Now, the reason I like that is because as a CT, right, your basic goal should be to have car and or bracket because you're able to set yourself up in both of them for free. You need car to see into banana so you can understand whether they're coming into B and buy time for rotations. That's the exact same case with brackets. Now, that means as a T, a goal, or at least an easy goal to set for yourself would be, we need to take brackets and car. So what Enterprise do is they start off these rounds taking one of those 2 parts of the map with all 5 or 4 players. Then they keep somebody there, maybe even 2, maybe play anti-flash, do whatever the hell you so please. And they try to take the other side. It's really good at some stages, but the only big counter to that is the fact that Mad Lions are understanding that's what Enterprise are doing, and with that understanding are putting pressure on both parts of the map. Wherever Enterprise aren't, they take control of and like deeply establish themselves. Nice peek into Banana from TMB, who walks away with 2 picks. The trade's a bit late, but Maddie's is still down to 28 HP. TMB goes nuclear with the MP9 and Banana. And this might be another short-lived lead by Enterprise. Les Mangus has got a hero play to bring out of the hat. And now doubling back up towards A. The first man they got to go through is Some Die Young, who, well, funny enough, never dies young, I feel. Seems like he's always a lock for a multi-kill, and that's going to be the start to it. Elive has to swing up and get the trade. He will. Good play from him, but you still now have JL, who hears you walking away, tries to get the frag, and I think he's just heard you go into bedroom. Maybe not. They've exchanged positions. This is going to lead them out onto the A site. JL has to give them so much time and room to work with that this bomb should be allowed to go down. You're going to be looking at a post plan here in a second. But remember, this flank, that's what we need to keep our eyes on. Elive's taken so much time to clear out the site that it actually doesn't matter now. What should have been a post plan, almost guaranteed set in stone. Now it looks like it's going to be lucky for them to wield one more kill. There's the trade coming back. Mad Lions have kept it dead even. And they call a timeout too. You can see they really want to make these fast plays. They really want to make those plays to get into the face of Mad Lions and counter them right, like, you know, as soon as the round starts. But that's at least the issue I'm seeing with this T side is just that they have a direction. They have an initiative. They try to go towards that direction, but if even as much as a smoke comes in. We saw this once when Enterprise had all 5 members line up towards A. 4 of them were preparing for a Halls pop. One smoke comes in, they all leave. Every single one of them. And look, if you're just going to call a strat and on a gun v gun round expect nothing to go wrong, I don't know. It's just... Rather, I'll rephrase. If you make a strat and so much as a smoke being thrown in could stop that, don't call the strat. Don't do it. Don't even bother. Because it's going to happen. Mad Lions, a team like this is definitely going to punish you with utility. Speaking of utility, a lot of it's used up over towards Banana. In fact, Enterprise are going to go into one of these bomb sites now missing any more Molotovs with only 2 flashes to get in as well. I think Some Die Young is once again tucked under porch. He hears the players coming around into bracket, and he knows he needs to peek, but Elive and Miltsy, both, well, fall, sadly. Miu, top of the Coldzera box. Needs more than one. Can potentially line up 3, but 2.5 is good enough. 1 bullet is all it takes for them to find him. And Miltsy has now avoided death twice. The bomb is in the open. The smoke at Moto's faded. He knows he has to drop another in. Mangus holds the line. Borup spots him on the swing, but not good enough for the frag, as now TMB knows there's only one man on the site. He's trying to force the picture. He's trying to take the equation and get this kill right here, right now. But now as it's planted for lane, Mangus has been given ample time to come back into this. Just dumps the flashbang. It's not going to work. And he trades out to the AK-47. Mangus still established himself in lane, and that's going to be the freest pick of your life. Enterprise once again take the lead back, and we are exchanging rounds left and right. Well, apparently there's still some favoritism towards Mad Lions, which, again, I'm not with. I'm really not. I think this game is way closer than the odds say. Mad Lions and Enterprise are both at each other's throats constantly, bro. And they can't, like, neither one of these teams has been able to escape with a big lead. I don't know if that's going to change just yet. The nade combines for a frag on Banana, but it's all left to a couple of players with pistols over at B. No way, he backs off of the angle. Borup, no. He doesn't commit. And it's so unfortunate because that could have been a free kill for him, but now the only opportunity they had at striking back has been ripped away from them. Some Die Young in the A-sided rotations got nothing more than a USP to maybe try to get a lurk kill or two. Well, I assume, as it is, just trying to find those exits. Maybe he can get a gun, and if he's lucky, get out of dodge. Who really knows? But they're spamming through construction like they have an expectation that he could be here, and he understands that they're probably not going to come walking through. As soon as he hears that footstep, he knows that they're leaving. They're not going to go his direction. He's got to force a fight, which he won't win. Only one man falls in the likes of Blitz, and it's because of the HE stack. Now Mad Lions get to reinvest in Enterprise. This is their chance to really start running away with the lead. Blitz starts it off with a headshot on a TMB. That's a great start, knowing some Die Young is posted up towards porch. They wanted to go up and take that kill, but knowing that you could walk into a crossfire, you definitely don't just offer yourself up on a silver platter like that. Still, plenty of ways this round can turn around for either team. Mihu trying to force it for his. And a 1-for-1 trade isn't the way to do it, but Mangus is going to get caught unexpected of a second player to be there. But here's the thing, right? He knows that there's an M4 and an AWP on A because the M4 killed him and he heard the AWP scope. So now, Borup is the only man at B, and they may even heard that tag. Yeah, they know he's in this smoke. They're going to try to push him down, or maybe not. He's able to get one, which is honestly more than he should have been allowed. JL's going to boost up SDY. Doesn't look like they're considering this to be a possibility. It's all up to Miltsy. 1v2. Not even going to be able to start it off with the kill on a JL, and it's an unfortunate way for it to go out, but Mad Lions, they keep it close, and this is what I'm talking about. No team has been able to extend this lead just yet. They haven't been able to. But yeah, I mean, this is completely different than the T side we saw from them against Ingentium, and maybe they just have a weak defense, but or rather, maybe Ingentium just have a good offense. Vice versa. But if Mad Lions are looking as weak as they did on their T side against Ingentium, because they did end up losing the T half 5-2, then Enterprise could be in for a world of happiness, depending on what comes of this round. NATO combined for the first again. And now they look to go over towards the A site. 3 of them in the apartments. There's only 2 defenders, so they're picking the right site to try and abuse. As SDY gets back in pit, they're going to have to commit here shortly. Bad time on the nade pull, and now it's all up to him as he dances around it. A 2 for 2. It's all about playing your life. Eliv, though, he's isolated and annihilated Michu. But now he's got to go recover the pit or the bomb in no man's land. They're going to give him the respect and the space to do so. But allowing this bomb plant is so big, so crucial. I'm not too sure why he doesn't just go up with the plant now, quite frankly. He's expecting them to make a move, but, like, they're not. They've got him trapped into A, and the only thing he's letting them do is creep back in. Eliv is taking way too long. And if he doesn't get a plant here, I'd be upset if I were Enterprise, because their money is so bad right now. Yeah. Eliv, what? He just cleared out the site. He came through Arch. He cleared out the site. You get the bomb, plant it. Even if they're Arch, you can plant safely and they can't kill you. I don't know, man. Mad Lions still neck and neck with them. As we're 7-7 going into the final round of the half. Enterprise aren't looking too sharp to take it either. Only a couple of pistols, unless they got the extra 5 mice plugged in. It looks like Mad Lions could be walking away with a lead that, honestly, I feel shouldn't be theirs at some moments. And yeah, they just take it quickly. Into Banana they go. A smoke Molotov combo have come through. They've used up most of their utility. The Gambit's been given. It looks like Borup's creeped his way into the smoke, where he wants to be flashed through, but maybe hearing them walk away. Actually, are they all playing anti-flash? I'm so confused. Well, it's as close as you like on Inferno regardless. Again, it's just the name of the game on this map. Well, with their last smoke, they use it on CT as they all come crossing into the site. The extra rotation back to A was definitely not the play, but they're not going to encounter the boost again. They keep forgetting and neglecting this angle, and they're going to continuously get punished for it. JL, only reason he doesn't get hunted down there is because there's no more bullets left in the Tech 9. They both push into construction, and he hears the footsteps. Where Miyu only shines for one, he tags him up through the glass. JL finally connects the no-scope, and Mad Lions close it out with a 1-round lead. Second pistol underway, and I still couldn't tell you who's going to come out on top. This pistol is pretty negligible, quite frankly, in the grand scheme of this game. I really don't think it's going to matter that much. Well, footsteps are being heard by some Die Young in the apartment, and as soon as Mangus vacates, he hops in. He might even be the first to find a kill. A couple of players were turning their attention away. Mangus thought he was going to swing back in. That could have been a big opening pick for some Die Young, who's just clearing out some map control for the time being, trying to work with it. And right now, Arch is wide open for the taking. They're going to get flashed in. They are perfectly timed. And Blitz, well, a 2 for 2. Definitely not going to be doing him any favors. This rotation's going to be cut off. Some Die Young gets in their face. And whoever's on B right now is all they're going to have to work with. Quite interesting that they throw a CT smoke, considering you got the flank coming in from some Die Young, but I guess a counter flank to that of Miltsy. Are they going to transition towards A now? I would not be surprised if they do. Yeah, they will. Take the safe play. I actually really like this from Mad Lions. Well, Eliv on 42 health. He knows that he can't let them get that far in, or else his chances greatly decrease. Understanding he has to take care of aim punch. Yeah, it looks like Mad Lions are going to be getting this pistol. Well, Miyu just takes care of Alib when he's not even looking the right direction. And so, looks like the tides have turned in the favor of Mad Lions. Now, look, as I said, we've only seen rounds in spurts of 2. That streak was just broken. Well, actually, no, we saw it broken earlier when it was against the Eco, but 3's been the max. This can still change. Mad Lions, after winning the pistol, go on to a favorable 4 spot, as they're only up against 1 SMG and Deagle surrounding it. I want to see what Enterprise have to show us on this CT side of Inferno, because it was actually probably one of the more interesting offenses that I've seen on this map. So I kind of want to stay tuned for this. TMB, alongside the rest of his unit, look to go straight up and in. Blitz, though, through the smoke, finds the opening pick, and now they're distracted. Matty's has a couple of players not looking at him as he goes good for 3. The Deagle is so sharp. It's all up to Borup, and through the smoke comes Blitz. No streak will be broken yet. Enterprise continue to be right on their heels. These Deagles have been so scary to deal with this whole series, and now Enterprise are in the driver's seat to try to take this tie game back into their hands. Remember, I said Mad Lions, they had a fairly weak T side yesterday when we saw it. I just wonder if that's going to come back to haunt them. Enterprise already spotting out one of them in Boiler. Mad Lions are yet to make a move. They need to regroup and hit towards the site. You can tell they don't really want to give away these 1v1s. Very, very quiet across the server. A little bit of utility to sprinkle in and seal the deal. There's 3 players on this A side of the map. One of them, I believe, being the AK-47. Actually, no, that's over on B. I'm mistaken. Now 40 seconds and the Gambit's sold. I'm pretty sure they're going to start to understand this is going to be a full-out A hit. So you see Matty sprinting over on rotation. He's the biggest weapon of the round. The FAMAS spams one away in pit. Leave just staying alive for the time being, understands the importance of this position. And he's gone good for a second as well. Matty's doesn't want to let this bomb plant come through, but there's no choice. Comes through the smoke a little bit too late. JL's got a kill back, but Mad Lions find nothing more than it. And as we're tied up again, looks like Enterprise are once again going to break the streak. Again, because I don't think... I definitely don't think that Mad Lions force up here with about 3k a player. Yeah, they got the bomb down. Did a little bit of damage, but not enough to warrant going for another investment. Then, yeah, it's just a couple of Glocks, maybe some pistols around it, but for the most part, just really relying on the HEs to do the majority of the work for them. It looks like they're going to reposition them. You can see they wanted to send them up bracket, but as a lot of information's been given over at Banana, it looks like they do not win that engagement. You definitely think that they would have walked away with a kill or 2, right? No. In fact, the nades do more damage to them than they do to the opposition. As Matty wants the ace, you could tell it. You could see it in his bones. P250 is all he takes, and he knows he wants it. He's going to go sprinting straight up. 1 bullet's the difference, and he leave. You're just a jerk. Come on, dude. Matty literally throws the AK to his teammate, understanding that I want the ace, don't take it, here's the AK. And then he leave just says, no smile. But you know what? I also relate to a leave, because I'd be that guy. No aces on my watch. Another chunky nade from coming in from the CT side. Some Die Young caught trying to jump into apps. And Mangus gets a boost up for his teammate. Though I think it's been heard. Milty makes a footstep on his boy's head. Would not be surprised if you see SDY spam in. But it looks like they're going to make a flash play happen outside of brackets. Probably playing, you should probably be playing anti-flash. Whoever's on the reports, I'm pretty sure that's Mangus. But now the Molly forces him out of position. The three-man lane setup isn't going to be doing it for him. They back away, but nade damage continues to eat away at the bars of the health. Wait, Mangus, not even considering anybody to be in the apartments. Molotov, and I actually think that was missed from Borup. No. I thought I heard it bounce off of the wall. That's why I said that. But now they're going to look to crunch into CT spawn. Advantage given over to Blitz, but even with it, he can't convert the shot, so they're giving a lot of responsibility over to this 1B site defender. Or, the 2 on A. Doesn't matter which coin you look at. It's still difficult, as Milty's been taken down on A. New box player's been exposed. Matty's has to play his life and trying to get some extra frags. Dumps in that smoke towards New Box and repositions. Maybe they're going to be distracted on him now. That's the only gambit he's got going for him. JL falls with a low HP SDY. There was a chance for him to try to make this round into a reality because the closest player was a bit far away, but now it's up to Leave, the A-side rotator, and the FAMAS doesn't do enough damage to get the job done. Mad Lions tie us back up into the 21st. Nobody's got the lead. You have another tech pause, too. That's unfortunate. Looks like Mangus lagged out. And if I'm not mistaken, is he the one that had the TS issues earlier? I think he was. At least for Enterprise. Let's see. Yep. Internet dropped again. We already saw that once from him. It's unfortunate. I gotta say, man. Enterprise boys, what is up with your internet? What the? That's 2 different players now that we've seen have internet issues throughout this series. Damn. Y'all think if you play CS for a living, you'd want to have good internet. Nope. Well, at least he's right back in. So I don't think we're too far out of the next round. And this is a full investment from both of these teams. Usually, when we see the scoreline elevated to a tie game, at least in this map and in this series so far, well, actually, I will just point it to this map. Earlier, when we've seen, like, I think it was Enterprise who brought it up to, what I want to say, no, it was Mad Lions who bring it up to 7-7. It was Enterprise who brought it up to 2-2. Almost every time that somebody's taken a tie game, they would go on to be against an eco. That's not the case here. Enterprise have a full investment to go against the likes of Mad Lions, so it's going to be a hard-fought battle to take the lead. This round is pretty much worth 2. Well, unless Mad Lions get the bomb down, in which case I'm pretty sure they can still buy. That is, if they lose. Well, Mad Lions now regrouping over towards the A site. You've got JL trying to make some noise and info over at Banana. Keeping a couple of players here. He's doing a good job, but can't say the same for Borup and Apartments. I'm surprised that trade comes through. Wait, was there 2 players there? There was. I think Mangus just missed his shot. I love double app setups, by the way. But it does heavily rely on you to hit shots. Or you just kind of give away a player for free. But with that kill and with that information, they're now going to go back into the B site where currently only Matty's is waiting. On the elevated angle, Enterprise got caught off by surprise at this one so many times. Deep in CT is Blitz, lucky to get away. They hard clear him. And even though there's so much damage inflicted, it's not enough to find the round. Enterprise leveled out at the B site and Mad Lions take the lead once more. But I'm not too sure if this is going to guarantee them a lead. I can't lie. Blitz and Matty's are both going to get enough money to probably get some FAMASs or M4s on a reinvestment. The only man who'd be SOL is Mangus. Which begs the question, do they invest? Do they buy up? Because a majority of the players who would have to take that double save in the next round already have guns in their hands. So, I mean, it's not unconsidered. It's not an unconsiderable save. But I also think a bye could be warranted. It all depends on what you're trying to do, because you could try to chew back away at Mad Lions, but is it going to be a bye that's good enough to contest them? Well, I mean, it kind of is already. Well, Mitzi hears a couple of them in the apartments, but doesn't opt to stick around with the AWP. Good choice, as they're all looking to pounce in. The flashbang to get him up into brackets, and two of them tuck into holes. Another lucky survival for Blitz, and the leg shot connects, but it's not enough for the frag. They know this op stuck in pit, and they're just going to try to isolate and take it out. JL making it quick as he cuts off the flank of Alive. But Mangus, now the only man in CT, catches JL looking the wrong direction, and there goes their cutoff. AK's picked up. That's one of the rifles. Even getting a double for himself. Looking for more. Tries to duck behind the pillar. And so many leases of life are given over, but Mihu denies. They go up towards B, and now they should be able to convert the round past it. Maddie's still aware that Mihu should be in CT spawn, but doesn't know the right angle, meaning Mad Lions are going to get their 12th. But they want to take this op out of Mitzi's hands. Oh, and they've just heard him. So now everybody's going to come sprinting through. I don't think we're going to see SDY go balls into the walls, just peeking in. But I think he is going to try to call some rotations and to take this op out of his hands. They should know that Mitzi has it. They heard an op shot. They know Mitzi's the opper here. Oh, wait. Turn around, SDY! What is going on? Shenanigans in T-spawn. They won't be able to get the op, but that was absurd. I think it would have been even funnier if Mitzi would have been able to survive. That would have been hilarious. But definitely not smiles across the Enterprise faces now, because the money's not great. Mad Lions, they win this round. They probably move up to 14-10. And that would break that streak that we talked about before. I think this is their third round in a row. Once again, it is. And yeah, you can confirm that. Been crazy to think that there have not been 4 rounds in succession mounted by either one of these teams. That's actually kind of absurd. Well, remember this Mad Lions T side that was so weak yesterday? Couldn't be more than wrong. What? 2 timeouts, guys? You didn't talk about it enough there? Damn. They're really planning stuff out, eh? Double tack pause. You gotta love it. Well, even though we're inching towards the end of the game, it couldn't look like it's further out of sight for both of these teams. You'd think that we'd have some form of favorite going into it now, but I really couldn't convincingly say one of these teams is going to take it. Well, this might be Enterprise's last chance to convincingly win one of these rounds, and they've done some good nade damage to kick things off. But you could see SDY and co have some interest in taking brackets control, which they will find for almost free. Now smoking off half ball as they come to the banana smoke. You can see Blitz. He finds the opening pick for the defense, and Mad Lions are pretty much trapped into going for an A exec at this point. It's either go in for the A exec, cut off the rotations, and see if you can't isolate these fights, or take a ton of time, give him the chance to move back in. They've mollied and naded off pit. TMB's going to hear the shots in library, but completely blind. He trades us back out. Moving in from all... Oh, no way he gets that kill. Matties hasn't pulled the trigger just yet, trying to get the trigger discipline play. But as everybody swings out on the site, Mangus is still in pit. They haven't taken him down just yet, but finally he falls. And now we may have our contender to close this game out. Our favorites may have been showing themselves all along. Blitz. He opened up the round. Can he close it out for them? He's going to attempt the clutch, understanding next round's an eco. Might as well at least give it a look in, see if you can't work a pick or two. I believe Sumdai Young is in the open, depending on the angle he decides to fight him at. The barrel's now been spotted, so everybody's going to swing in and have a good time. Mihu. Another 20 bomb for him and another 13th for Mad Lions. And there it is. The streak's been broken. 4 rounds in a row, finally wielded by Mad Lions. This is the longest streak we've seen this game. Well, it's a couple of Deagles and a Scout to try to carry them through this. Blitz, though, swings in. Almost loses his life, but he's still stuck in between a rock and a hard place as the Molotov prohibits him from going back into the site. And then Mad Lions, well, they aren't going to use that to go straight up, but they are going to use it to work some more picks across the map. And it's just frags being found round the board for the side of Mad Lions, who have yet to lose a single member. They're going to actually go up A now. 2 picks found there. The Scout of Mangus is hurt in library. It'll put in a tag, but get tagged up itself. So, he's still looking for any streak of success that he can be granted. Mihu, though, through the smokes found Matties, and that is unfortunate, to say the bare minimum. Scout misses the shot, and wait, no, he did hit the shot. Okay, I don't know what I was on there. But now Mad Lions just post up and prepare for the final, or rather what could be the final actual rifle investment from Enterprise. Looking the wrong way as Borup not able to reimburse himself for it, meaning Mangus is going to be able to get away alive with this AK-47. Can't be taking too many casualties. Even though you have money built up, you don't want to just throw it away. Big round. Big round for the likes of Enterprise. Because right now, Mad Lions are getting on a pretty insatiable win streak. With the AWP brought back out. Millsy, no way! I thought that was Mitzi falling, but no. It's a leave. An opening pick given back over. They've equalized the damage with the HEs coming through, but now isolating these fights on Banana. There's a man in sandbags who's been spotted. And it seems like he has no idea what piece of utility is his and what isn't. Dropping the smoke in. It's chaotic over at Banana. Kills still yet to come back. Mitzi's off, struck it in, now peeking in. There's so many low HP players. Matties, only good for the one. They know where the remainder of this defense lies, and TMB's just locked in one of the kills. The Molly's gone a bit too deep for the likings, and Mitzi knows he has to go for this 1v2. A Molly, a nade, a flash, but the retake is what needs to be attempted. Health, worse for wear, as a combined total of 53 is what this team has to work with right now. Another smoke used up in CT. He creeps through, and JL's got the frag. Mad Lions, match point, 15-10. And it looks like that might be the end. Maybe still something left to be said from this Enterprise defense, but they have not shown up one bit on Inferno. For how close this series has been and how convincing they looked throughout it. To see them crumble this way is surprising. Well, Last Chance Avenue, they turn their card down it and try to turn themselves around. You can already see a lot of map control taken by the Mad Lions, and that's the pit player. They know they can potentially punish this A-site hardcore right now. Mitchie's in lane, coming in from Arch. Aliv's got the kill, but it's instantly traded. They know the remaining A defender is, and Sum Young has single-handedly opened it up. Again, a completely different Mad Lions than what we've seen in this series. Very, very convincing here. The offensive Inferno has showed up. It's not done yet, but it might be now. JL swings in the middle, finds the final, and we've got our series victors, Mad Lions, one of our first 2-0 teams. Well, look.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing.